Hello? Hello? What do you mean? OBS literally showed the song playing. It literally showed the song playing, man. What do you mean no intro song was playing? What do you mean? She hates our music? What? I listened to the music posted in my Discord. What do you mean? You guys are giving me a hard time. All I did... I heard nothing? Really? Was it too low? Hates our ears and doesn't get... Is this music too low as well? Hold on. Is this messed up? No, that should be... This should still be playing music. Do you hear this one? Fine. Advanced audio properties. Quist Gaming, thanks so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. We just started. We just start. I'm Twitchy Buggy, Velvet Ant VTuber, Caffeine Addict, Office Lady, former Office Lady. And we're just yapping right now. We're just yapping it up. Well, maybe we'll do some React Andy. We've been kind of doing a lot of React Andy. If you've been, for those of you just tuning in, we've been reacting to CitizenCon stuff. How you doing well today? I hope you're doing well as well, Quest. I hope you're doing well. Let me give you the shout out of all time. Oh, okay. So on beat you to it. Someone beat you to it. But Quist is really cool. I like that. Well, when I was working, I would watch Quist a lot in the morning, just while I was doing Excel. Quist saved me, kept me sane. Live again already? Yes, I am. Doing very well. Oh, that's good. You having fun playing Stone Shard? Stone Shard looks like a cool game. Alright, I didn't say hello to everyone, so let me go ahead and say that. Hello Himawari Kotetsu. Hello Zebo. Hello Undead Blader. Hello Blue Arisen. Hello Zebo. Hello Quist. Hello Jamon. Hello Emiliano Gale. Lilia. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Hello Fifth Venom. How are all of you? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing well. Hello Night Assassin. Hello. It is 2 p.m. for me. It is 2 p.m. I figured... Gah. Hi, Athanas. It is 2 p.m. for me. I figured I'd go ahead and start streaming because I woke up early. Oh, we have an ad break. Oh, darn. Rats. Can you still hear me? I hope so. I hope so. Should we chill for a minute 30 while those ads run through? Because if I need twice, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket. Okay, you can still hear me? That's good. Well, you're a sub, and subs don't get ads. So of course you can still hear me. Of course you can, Blue Arisen. I said I was gonna disable that. I hope my investment pays off today. You want me to play Signalis, Thanos? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Blue Arisen, thanks so much for the gift sub. Thank you, thank you. Yes. We'll see. We'll see what happens today. We'll see what happens. I was talking about playing Signalis today, but I don't know, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. It would be cool to play Signalis, though. It would be. I did install it. I haven't tested it yet. I haven't tested it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, okay? I kind of want to yap. I've been wanting to yap for a long time. I've been wanting to just yap with you guys. Dude, it is so hot. It is so hot in my room right now. Hold on. Let me close a window. I'm like burning. I'm like melting. I'm melting in my chair. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, we're back. We're back. Sorry if you can hear the fan. I have the fan blowing directly on me. I am dying. It is smoldering hot. I have a coffee. A coffee to enjoy. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, it's got like a film on top of it. How did that happen? What is this film? Hello, flies. Hello, hello. I'm consuming sugar. This is like the worst time for me. Oh, I'm sorry, flies. I'm sorry. 0 to 10, no pumpkin spice V coffee. I'm sorry, Flies. I didn't know it was a bad time for you. Listen. Listen, I woke up early today. I already had a 5-hour stream today. So I needed to stream earlier because I don't know how much longer I'll be awake. I might pass out earlier than usual. So here we are. I hope that's okay. Streaming earlier means I get to stream for longer. Because I am definitely gonna pass out at some point. I'll see how long I can go for. But I've been wanting to yap for a while. We're also very behind on our React Andy stuff. We have 10 Urban Rescue Ranch videos to watch. That's a lot of Urban Rescue Ranch. That is a whole lot of Urban Rescue Ranch to watch. Which is definitely something I want to check out. I want to see all the cute animals. It's time to caffeine overload and pass out at 8. I passed out yesterday. So, dude, let's do some life updates, I guess. So I've been trying to get my driver's license. You guys are very familiar with this. I've talked about this before. I've talked about it in the Discord. I've talked about it on Twitter. I've talked about it here. I'm still... Also, what the fuck is with these streams at 3 a.m. that you tell no one about? Listen, CitizenCon was happening. I'll talk about that. First, okay? Hi, King Panzer. So yeah, CitizenCon was happening, and CitizenCon is Star Citizen's convention, and it's on British summertime. I forgot. I should have said something to you guys. I should have said something to my mods, at least, that I was going to be live during that time. Because I made plans with Moonshine and Newt and Edit and everyone else in the Star Citizen Discord that we have together. That we were going to all watch it together and, like, react to it. And then, like, maybe drink a little. But we didn't drink. You only told me? I didn't even remember. I guess I did. I'm going to be real. It's highly unlikely I'll be able to show up to the stream at 3 a.m. That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair. That's very true. Hey, that was the thing? Yeah. CitizenCon is over. It ended... Well, the stream portion is over. It ended, What time did it end? It ended at, like... 8 a.m. That was next week? Damn it. Oh. And then at 8 a.m. my time. 8:15 a.m., 8:30 a.m. my time. And I want to talk about that. We'll talk about that as well. We'll talk about a lot of things today. That's why we're in just chatting instead of jumping immediately into a game. Because, like I said, bros, I've been wanting to talk. It's been a while since we've just talked, yo. We've been jumping right into games immediately with... And I haven't even been yapping as much. I read an article recently that somehow, despite charging thousands and hundreds of dollars for ships that aren't even made yet, the company is running out of money. Is it? I think that's speculation. I think that article was literally some Redditors crunching numbers, and they were making some vast overestimations on how much it is to maintain everything, and saying that they're running out of money. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true, man. People were crunching numbers. Maybe I'm huffing copium. Maybe I'm huffing huge amounts of copium. I hope it's true. Company only deserves to go under. You're so funny, Flies. You're so funny. But we will talk about CitizenCon. Well, we're kind of talking about it. I guess we'll just talk about it now. Or not. I don't know. I feel like people are probably sick of hearing about Star Citizen because it's infected so many of my other streams before, and not running out. They just started to make money about 2 years ago and ran in the red before then. Oh, can't wait for Microsoft to swoop in again and publish another game by that dude, Mr. Chris Roberto. I feel like if they were out of money, they would have gotten a release date for the Bengal LTI. We'd have gotten... Yeah, they would have... They have a lot of aces in their sleeve that they would try to, like, excite people for by talking about ships like that. Just like Freelancer. I've never played Freelancer. I've never played that game. Freelancer's pretty cool, from what I hear. It's fun. The new MechWarrior game looks fucking awesome. I have seen some people playing it. MechWarrior seems cool. Mechs are cool. Doesn't MechWarrior have a cool crab robot? Crab mech? Dude, I've talked about this a million times before, but I love it when logistical vehicles, agricultural vehicles, like farm equipment, or just equipment that's not designed to be, like, military, is used for, like, weapons, haphazard weapons of war. I think that's so cool. And I heard in, I don't know, in MechWarrior, do you have stuff like that? Do you have, like a lumberjack mech that gets turned into a fighting mech? That would be cool. That would be cool. Or even if it's the other way around, like they have a chassis that was designed for the military or something, and then the contract doesn't get accepted, like that, like they didn't win the competition or something, and then they just like, okay, we'll sell it to the civilian market instead, and then they turn it into a lumberjack vehicle. I think the mechs originally started out like a logistical equipment and then was over time slowly outfitted for war. Let me check that out then. MechWarrior. Nah, I'm pulling it up on the screen. Max. Is this the right thing? I'm looking for it. Is it a person? I'm looking for it. MechWarrior Max. Max Bat. Is this the right picture? This is a short story. I'm not seeing what you're talking about. Can you DM me, Flies? Oh. Replaces mech with the word max all the time. Okay. In this house we stand Harrison Armory. Alright, Lancer player. I gotta catch up on chat now, hold on. The mechs originally started out as... Okay. I love turning my flora cleaning robot into an infernal engine of war. So you get non-combat equipment. Do you know if the Argo pickup truck can fit in a C1 and carry hand boxes? I think literally in the leak for the Argo pickup truck, they drove it into a C1. And on the page for the pickup truck, they show the small 1/8 SCU container in the back of the pickup truck. And a person loading it into it. Mind you, that's probably a gray box cinematic. But still, I am under the impression it can hold it. What I would be afraid of, though, is that if you're not tall enough to place it onto it. But if you use a tractor beam, you could probably snap a hand carry box onto it. Onto the back of the pickup truck. I'd be wrong about the last fucking MechWarrior game. I was playing 2 on the OG Xbox, so forgive me. Okay. Hi, Talon. I just didn't notice. Stress reactor is a resource. Reactor stress is a resource. Amen. I know. I played Lancer with Jamon, Thanos. The Claymore Roomba will become a reality. Imagine the home defense solutions you can make with Tesla's new robot. That would be cool. I did see the picture, but the Q&A was like anything that snaps, and I didn't think hand boxes snap. They do. They do. You can snap the 1/8 boxes, I'm pretty sure. Like, they are 1/8, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I've snapped one-hand boxes onto grids. I do it all the time. If you do the illegal drug missions where you have to destroy the drugs, we take those boxes and we just sell them, and I've snapped them onto Corsair cargo grids all the time. Is he a taxidermy pitbull stuffed with tannerite? What in the world? Okay, that's my derp. I'll have to find my card. Oh, you're buying the pickup truck? I don't know if there's a complete use for it yet. I considered maybe getting one. I mean, it's an LTI token at the end of the day. It's more expensive than the Atlas. I don't know if it's worth it though. I still have a bunch of Atlases. I just store credit to juggle then? Oh, okay. Alright. Let me know how it goes. I just popped a knuckle. I just popped a knuckle. Do you hear my fan? Is my fan loud? No, it seems fine. It seems fine. I think it sounds fine. No? You don't hear it? Alright, we're good. We're Gucci. We are A-okay. We are boolin'. I'm gonna drink more coffee. I'm gonna drink more coffee. Shout out to Army of Flies for this cool AI track that I'm using. It's a very... I like it. I like it. Very cool. Where are your mandibles? They're on my hair. My hair are my mandibles, man. Don't you see? Don't you see them? Very does the job. Complete use is I'm gonna put one SCU in the back. I'm having buddies put their bunker loot straight into the pickup and not pulling them all the way to the back of the C1. You see, I think what disappointed me about the pickup truck for Star Citizen is it doesn't hold 8 SCU containers. It doesn't hold like the 8 SCU store all or anything like that. Like, what in the world? That feels ridiculous. No, the bits of hair that come down near the chin are vaguely shaped like bug mandibles. Yeah, that's the intention. Those are antenna picking up FM radio signals. Yeah, they send the 5G waves directly to my head to brainwash me. That's what they do. Are you just now realizing, Blue? Base long bed truck enjoyer? Yeah. Trucks are cool. Dude, one of the best things you can ever do with a friend, for a friend, is help them move. If you're a homie with a truck, you should help your friend move. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. Guys, what if I had long hair? I'm usually falling asleep. What if my model had long hair? Would you prefer long hair, Twitchy? Or you could just lend them your truck and use the excuse to take the day off and while they move. Now I feel bad for selling my truck. Oh, don't feel bad. If you needed money, then you needed money. Long hair, Twitchy? Yeah. Long hair might be interesting. I could talk to A-Dog about it. What is the last concept? Because what was the last thing I talked to A-Dog about? A-Dog's been busy with uni. But A-Dog did give me some updates on, I don't think the concept we were working on for the 2.0 had long hair. Yeah, it's the same length hair. It's the same. In fact, it looks shorter. It looks shorter. Depending on what hairstyle you pick. But I remember a lot, okay? I still, even though, like, a lot of the AI art that I see of me gives me long hair. Like, there's been some cute AI art, and it has long hair. And I'm like, oh, do people like long hair? Hi, Instant Hacks. Not Instant, Insane. I was thinking of Instant Ramen, that's why I said that. How are you? Get ringlets? Why does AI art give you long hair? I wonder. I don't know. Maybe the hairstyle I have is a little uncommon. Long straight hair with bangs that cover the eyes like Balaka is peak. Stop thinking of food? Why? Food is, like, good for you, right? God, we've come so far. We've come so far. I used to... God, you'll go back, like... How many months ago? You go, like, 5 months ago or 6 months ago, and, like, I was bordering, like, a eating disorder. I was eating so little. Balalaika from Black Lagoon. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, I get you. And now I'm like, food is good for you, kinda, yeah. Because I've ever since I've started hitting the gym so hard, I'm so hungry all the time, bros. My muscles require nourishment. And it's cool building muscle. I feel good. I feel stronger. It's good being stronger. Being stronger makes me more confident. I'm looking forward to... She's dirty bulking so hard. I'm not dirty bulking. I still eat like salads and stuff. But like I'm not skipping meals like I used to be. I'm still counting my calories, but I'm just allowing more. I'm both excited and then also scared of becoming security, going into security as a job. Hi Raccoon Tummy Rubs, cause I don't know, man. I've brainwashed myself. I'm a paranoid motherfucker, and I have been watching stuff like police activity videos and like the uncensored parts of Twitter where people are like breaking into people's homes and stuff like that, and then it gets graphic, and I'm just like, I don't believe in censoring myself. Like, this is like the reality of what happens. You know, I've been having nightmares about, like, getting stabbed. I've been having nightmares about getting stabbed. So, like, while working a security job. That would be terrifying, you know? That would be terrifying. So, I'm trying to... That's why I find it scary, but I also, like... I also believe I can do it. I believe I can do it. It's a scary. I don't know how likely that is gonna happen. It depends on what kind of role you get. It's just, you just gotta be smart. You gotta be strong and you gotta be smart. And I can work on both. I can get smarter. When in doubt, buy a retractable baton on Amazon. Am I allowed to have that? Does it count as I'll have to look into what I'm allowed to have on the job. But yeah, part of getting closer to this goal of becoming security, I need my driver's license. So I've been working hard on that. I've been taking driving lessons and they've been going good. I finished all my driving lessons, actually. I had 3 of them. And my driving instructor said I was really good. My driving instructor said that he could relax because there wasn't really much to do. Security as in US security? Yeah, like someone who looks at cameras, stuff like that. Or works in like traffic control gates. That's what I was looking at. Stuff like that. I don't think I fit the bill as someone who could be like a club bouncer. PMC ARC? No. Trying to be a money runner in a big armored truck. I mean, the armored truck gigs do seem pretty lucrative. Hi, Macho Cat. If you can fly a reclaimer, you can drive a car, no problem. That's true. Don't US security guys have to carry guns by default? No. There's unarmed security roles. And it depends on your state. I'm pretty sure it depends on your state. And most of the time, if you're going for... Oh my god, Punish Monkey, get an eye patch and a bandana. That would be really cool. If I had that as a toggle... I would 200% use it while playing, like, the Metal Gear games. 200%. That would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. But, yeah. Armed security, it depends, and a lot of the times, armed security roles want people who are former law enforcement or ex-military. Which I am neither. So, more than likely, I will never end up in a role where I am armed. Though, that's kind of sad because the armed roles pay the most, and honestly, guys, being armed with a firearm makes me calm down. I don't worry about getting stabbed if I have a firearm on my person. You know what I mean? Like, I feel more secure that way. Gonna go gym now, later homies. Alright, bye Fifth Venom. Have a good workout. Oh, you haven't seen old police training videos? I haven't. I know there's like one infamous police training video. Glatma and Kismet. Thanks. Hi. Nice to meet ya. Thanks for tuning in. There's like this one. I saw this I've watched some like police activity videos before where cops make mistakes and it like costs them, unfortunately. It costs them like their health or their life, and it's kind of sad to see, you know, especially when like one of the times I could tell the police officer was just trying to be chill and just giving the benefit of the doubt. Giving them the benefit of the doubt, and then they got punished for it. They were, you know, hoping that who they were with was going to cooperate, and it's just like, I don't know if I could be a police officer. Police officers get paid a lot, but it's scary. There was the state, if someone with a knife is within 3 or 4 yards of you, unless you somehow instantly down that person, there's no way you can stop them from stabbing you before they keel over and die. Yeah, that is true. That's why if someone's charging you, they just go ahead and use like they don't even like use non-lethal on you if you're charging at them with a knife. They'll just go full lethal. They'll end you. They'll end you. Because it's scary. Someone with a knife is scary. I'm terrified of people with knives. From what I've heard, like 75% of police work is paperwork, and the other 25% is just dealing with BS. I don't like paperwork. I don't have an end, but at the very least, they'll stab you, which isn't necessarily the end. I see. That's fair. They might stab you again. They might stab you again. I know there's like a... I don't know if I could talk about it, because there's like... Something I used to do. After I had my... Yeah, Bubba Barnes, you're that's what I was about to talk about, but I want to give some context first. Something I used to do, the reason why I watch these videos, these police activity videos with these bad endings in them, is because I liked to be, after my concealed carry course, I liked to be able to look at a situation and tell, was this a legal use of deadly force? Because you need to be able to make that distinction. You need to be able to train yourself on that. You need to be able to keep cool and recognize when you can do that. Because if you can't justify it in court, you're going to go to jail for murder. You're going to go to prison for murder. You need to be able to tell when it is legal to. Yeah, so Bubba Barnes, there is like a footage coming, yeah, like what Bubba Barnes is referring to. Footage came out of like there was an Asian cop in some state somewhere, and this lady just started charging him with a knife. Like, I honestly don't know if I was a civilian in that situation. I think it would be justified, because like, especially, you know, people don't understand, like, Well, why are you, like, escalation of threat is a thing, okay? If someone has a knife, it is a abrupt escalation of threat to use, like, to introduce a gun to the situation, right? Like, people in the courts will be like, why didn't you threaten them? Why don't you use a warning shot? Even though you're not supposed to use a warning shot. Warning shots are, like, illegal, by the way. You're not supposed to do that. Lawyers will ask you stuff like that. The prosecution will ask you stuff like that because they'll want to try and make you seem like you didn't do everything you can first. They'll make it seem like you didn't do everything you can first because they'll try to demonize you in court. So don't do a warning shot ever. And people who tell you to do a warning shot on Twitter are especially wrong. You will go to jail for using a warning shot. What horrible state do you have to live in? The flip ants. No, I didn't see that, by the way. That was a rhetorical question. Yeah, that's fair. I think it was crazy how hard that cop tried to not shoot the lady. And if you're talking about if you charge the cop with a knife in Texas, I think that's what they're referring to. Yeah. Cop, 100%. From what I saw of the footage, it looked like a justified use of deadly force. Someone is charging you with a deadly weapon. That person will be on you in seconds. Okay. That person could be on you in seconds. That person could knock you to the ground and cut your jugular and you will be dead in minutes. Okay. They don't make body armor for necks. Unless you're in plate mail. Man. It's dangerous. Just because, like, escalation of threat is a thing in some states and people will argue that, oh, they only had a knife. Why did you introduce a gun to a situation? Well, this person was a cop, so they were allowed to. But, like, me as a civilian, if I was in that situation, I would have to argue in court that, unfortunately. I would have to argue that in court. Clankers make plate mail every carry again. See what you're on their part. Just buy a shotgun. They have anti-slash collars? I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them before. I've never seen an anti-slash collar. Maybe for my first security gig, I should invest in a stab vest or something. They look dumb. Oh, we have an ad break. Puck Puff, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And also, if that was in Texas, by the way, Texas self-defense is way different. Okay. Texas self-defense is way different. I don't know if you ever heard about the Kyle Kaluth case. This is something I saw. I saw probably 2 years ago. You can look. Kyle Kaluth. I saw the footage of it. Where Kyle Kaluth had shot the ex-husband of his girlfriend because he had come to Kyle Kaluth's home looking for the ex-husband was looking for the son with Kyle Kaluth's girlfriend, like, so because it's custody, shared custody, and they were late in handing over the child, right? Okay, document that. You know, you can tell it 200% document that, and when you fight over custody of a child, bring that up. But what instead the ex-husband had done is he came to Kyle Kaluth's home, threatening, raising hell, arguing with people, and then Kyle Kaluth came out of the home with a PSA 9mm carbine and was brandishing the weapon on his property, telling the ex-husband to leave. And they had an argument. The ex-husband approached Kyle Kaluth, attempted to grab the firearm out of Kyle Kaluth's hands, twist and threw Kyle Kaluth away from his own home. Kyle Kaluth backed up, now away from the ex-husband, and then shot the ex-husband twice and killed him dead. You see, in my state, that is not a legal use of deadly force because Kyle Kaluth had escalated the threat by introducing a firearm to the situation, right? The escalation of threat was increased by him. So he is no longer in the right to use lethal force in any way. But in the state of Texas, it is legal to brandish a firearm in defense of your property. And I know this only is the thing in Texas. I don't know what other states do that. So, after a lengthy battle, Kyle Kaluth was found innocent of murder because, first off, if someone tries to grab your gun, then that's like a huge red flag. Like, someone grabs your firearm, they've essentially surrendered their license to live. So that is the main thing. And then also threw Kyle Kaluth to across his own yard. He didn't fall down or anything, but still, the fact that he tried to rip the firearm out of his hands and then threw him across the yard, even though at that point the ex-husband is now farther away and unarmed, it justified, only in Texas, only because this was Texas, it justified a legal use of deadly force. And you can look up this case. This is something you can look up. You can find the footage for it online. I'm not going to show it here because it shows someone dying. But it's interesting to think about because it is not. It's interesting to me because doesn't apply here. It would not be legal where I am. It would not be legal where I am because he escalated. He escalated the threat. You know. It's not legal where you are because you live in an uncivilized state. Hi, Fox. Gosh, it's so interesting to talk about law in this regard. It's because it's not something really talked about. And I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm oddly passionate about it. I'd like to know where the line is because you need to know where the line is. If you concealed carry, you need to know where the line is in your state. Okay, where you can defend yourself, where you can and cannot defend yourself. You've been playing for everyone, right? Yeah, is it good? For everyone, it's good. I do think it's strange that not all laws apply everywhere in the same country. Well, you understand, Jermon. States are practically their own country. Sometimes. That's how you have to think about it. The fact that we're American just means that we can travel across these states no problem. Yeah, we have federal laws and we have state laws. And some state laws bypass certain things. The federal government has overreached so much for so fucking long. It's basically just a single country nowadays. I can understand why you would say that, Flies. Because I know you're Texan. That applies to all, and the state is just for the state. Yeah. And then certain states break federal laws all the time. Technically, marijuana is still illegal, federally. Doesn't stop some states from allowing it. You know what I mean? Message retracted? Oh, okay. 30 on 30. I have certain unalienable rights, like my right to eat Chico sticks from the middle out. Flies is a Texan? Unless he's pause. What? What? Flies is a Texan? I've been busting this dude's balls ever since I got here, my fellow statesman. Apologize for the transgression. California is a state like a champion at consistently breaking federal laws. All right, let's not talk about. Let's back away from state politics more. Okay, I didn't mean to get so political. I was just talking about self-defense law. Self-defense law, which is important. Raise up for the shadows of the Alamo. I need to get this man some moonshine on stat. Yeah, let's back away from the certain politics surrounding certain states and stuff like that, because it's just asking for trouble. Guys, I just became an affiliate with a company. Okay, I can't get too deep into that. I'm just talking about important life things. Yeah, we shouldn't get political. Anyways, what's your opinion on the... I'm not answering that. Congrats to the Twitchies. Hello, A-Dog. Hello, A-Dog. God, this P-38 Lightning is a cool warplane. I haven't seen it. What is this? P-38 Lightning. Oh, this looks cool. This looks cool. From Lockheed? Can you guys hear the music, by the way? American answer to the Japanese Zero. Does it outturn them? I hate when someone... Oh, hold on. Let me read that. I hate when someone overreacts. Went to a fair. Guy at the entrance asked if I had a gun. I remember the law in Texas said yes. Admitting that I need to go back to my vehicle to secure it. Neckbeard at the gate freaks out and demand I stay put so that a cop can talk to me. P-38 Lightning was American answer to the Japanese Zero. Cop just said to secure it. What the? You can really embarrass the Japanese Zero on every encounter. It's amazing. That sounds cool. That sounds really cool. How did it turn faster? Weren't Zeros made of, like, wood? You still can't hear the music? Alright, I'm gonna check this. Background music. I hear it. It's going to the same audio thing. I'm just gonna turn it up, because Undead Blader can't hear it. I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit more. I don't want it to be overwhelming, though. Just gonna turn it up a little bit. Most Japanese planes were made of wood. Yeah, at least they had wooden parts to it. Is the music too loud now? I hope it's not too loud. Also, it's fine, even if it's louder. Made of wooden fabric so they could use metal elsewhere. It caused to have an insane turn rate and be super light, but they were easy to destroy, especially because of their higher octane fuel. You can hear it now? Music is fine, it's always been fine? Okay. Can you whisper the chicken tendy copy pasta? What's the chicken tendy copy pasta? Is this a bad idea? Is it like... Let me read this. I'm not reading this. We're talking about diapers. This is like baby play. Ew. I'm not reading that. It was more of a joke. It was a joke? Okay. A jome? I'm assuming, yeah. Is that the Twitchy Buggy? Is that the El Monte? Is that the El Monte? The real El Monte of all time? Hi, hi. How are you, Monte? How are you? Man, oh man. Man, oh man. I need to get stronger. I need to get even stronger. Something happened to my brother. Something happened to my brother. It was interesting. I've been gymming. I have been going to the gym. I've been going to the gym with my brother. My brother has picked up a NPC. And an NPC has joined him on his gym adventures. Like it's like a quest is happening. Like what happened? Okay, so here's what's going on. Brother was working out at the gym, and this little like not little. This is like a high schooler kid, so not little. This high schooler kid approached him, talked about how he gets bullied at school. It was like, can I follow you? Can you like spot me and follow me at the gym? And can I follow you at the gym? And now he's got like a little person he's training, kind of, not really training, just kind of working out with. Yeah, it's just like a NPC quest just fell on his lap. Brother found that guy from the 4chan green text. Dude, you know how little the 4chan green text narrows that down? You know how many there are? Dude, I noticed this on Twitter, by the way. I noticed this on Twitter. What people do is if a green text becomes popular on Twitter, it gets posted on Twitter, people will reply to it with their favorite green text, hoping that their green text becomes popular too. And the replies will never be about the green text that got popular. It is just people posting their own green text. Why? Why do they do that? Why are they trying to farm the numbers like that? You're trying, so you couldn't popularize the green text yourself. Listen, if you're posting on Twitter, it's not your green text, it's not your content anyways. I mean, it's a meme, so fine. But why are you trying to farm numbers off of someone else's green text? Gotta get viral. Listen. I was thinking. And being small is comfy. Being a small streamer is comfy. Being non-viral, this is comfy. Talking like this. Talking with you guys like right now. I mean, I could, if I had another 100 people watching me, I'd probably, chat would lose its identity. I wouldn't recognize names anymore. Go to Twitter, find green text, check replies. People farming internet points with posting more green text. Exactly. It will happen one day. I enjoy being small. I honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, chat. Let me take a peek behind the curtain for a little bit. I have been brainworming a lot. People can tell I've been brainworming a lot. It's wormed its way into my streams. You can tell that I'm stressed. Right? People can tell that I'm stressed. People tell me so. And I know so. Because I'm doing things differently. Being unemployed, I can't help but look at streaming. Streaming as a hobby. And start brainworming and be like, how do I make this succeed? How do I make this my full-time thing? It's something I'm already doing. How do I make this work? So I started putting more effort into streams. I did that with the World of Horror stream, and I did that with the mouthwashy stream, and I learned very quickly that effort doesn't always translate into growth. And that's okay. When you grow in other ways. It just doesn't grow like how you'd expect it to. You grow yourself, but it doesn't grow in the way the making the channel grow. You know what I mean? And I was catastrophizing it so bad. I felt like I convinced myself that I had lost favor with you guys. Because it's like, oh, you know, they don't watch me for me anymore. They watch me for the game I play. I was brainworming like that. And I realized that I was just like, I had stopped treating my hobby for a moment. I had stopped treating a hobby I'm passionate about like I treated my work. I started treating it like how I treat my work. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I like this. I like what we're doing right now. This is good. I love this. I love just chatting. I love chatting about anything. Stress is poison for the body. Hello, Secret B-Man. I like this. This is why I was telling Fans, I don't know if I'll play Signalis today. Because, like, me playing Signalis is what me turning streaming into work was going to do. But I think I should just do more of what I want. I do want to play Signalis. I will stream it at some point. But today, I just really wanted to yap. I've been wanting to do a Just Chatting stream forever. Guys, I've been saying I wanted to do a Just Chatting stream for like 2 weeks. And here we are. Here we freaking are, dude. Signalis convert to Persona? Persona? No, I will play Signalis at some point. It will probably happen this month. Because I want to play it. I want to. It seems cool. But I've this Just Chatting stream needed to happen. This needed to happen, guys. You don't understand. If I did not have this Just Chatting stream today, I was gonna freak out. I was gonna lose my mind. I was gonna absolutely lose it. There's nothing wrong with making IMO, though, with wanting to make your hobby more professional, but I feel you. Yeah. I think your community is more than one supporter yapping. Yapping is what... Yapping identifies the channel. I have always been a yapper. I have always been engaging with chat. That is the identity of my chat. But I have been collabing so much, so often, that my channel was starting to lose identity. So it was starting to lose identity. I felt like it was, at least. Because I wasn't talking to you guys as much as I wanted to. You're the voice in my head for when my mind goes rampant. Some people are gonna watch you for you. Some people are gonna watch you for just what you're doing. Just have fun with it. Yeah, I'm having fun doing this. New personality downloaded. It's like Man vs. Game when he started wearing a suit and tie to streams because he needed to make a visual separation for himself that streaming was his job. He started wearing a suit and tie to streams. Visual separation. Clappies. I watch for the brainworms. You want to see me brainworm? Dude, no. Brainworming is bad. Brainworming is bad. I was in a bad state. I was legitimately in a bad state. I ended up hurting one of my friends because I was starting to fiend over things as like numbers, and I didn't want to do that, and I felt even worse. I don't want that to happen again. I still don't know what brainworms are. It's just what we use to describe bad thoughts, like negative feelings. Yeah, basically him streaming full time kind of ruined his life, so you need to like add some structure to it. I remember how I was acting. Think about the things I was saying. Like, as soon as I left my job, I was like, okay, I need to stream more. Okay, I need to expand my game library more. I need to start streaming these games. I need to change my entire rotation up. I need to be live all the time. That's what I started doing. It's not reasonable. It's not fair to myself. It's not fair to you guys. It's not fair to you guys either. The fact that you've seen it and you're fixing it is the big thing. That's brainworms, so I retract my statement. I thought that was just acting a bit crazy on stream. I'm a little crazy. The lions eat nectar if I remember correctly. They do. Did I miss this question about velvet ants? Flappies. Oh, I'm reading chat. I'm catching up. Catching up, guys. Press X to doubt you being crazy. I don't use brainworms because I didn't understand. That's fair. I'm glad you're doing a bit better. I'm glad too. I want to have a million trillion good streams without turning this without turning this into a full-time thing where I make myself hate it somehow from full-timing it. A million trillion comfy twitchy buggy streams. You are not Menhera? Maybe. I mean, a diagnosis says otherwise, but okay. If I'm not Menhera, if you say I'm not Menhera, this shit, okay. Alright, I'll take the tag off next stream. You should always use online terms you don't understand. You don't understand in daily interactions. By definition, you are not Menhera. You go outside and touch grass. That's fair. I have been on a self-improvement arc. That's fair. Maybe I could take it off. I've also had people come into streams before and they'd be like, what's Menhera mean? And I just say, oh, it's English for mental health. Because it's quite literally what it is. It's just like a slang that's used for VTubers. For like mentally ill VTubers. Or just e-girls in general. I don't know. I don't know if I would call myself an e-girl. I'm just twitchy. What's Menhera? I missed the explanation. It's English for mental health. For having like mental health problems. I just thought if you were mentally ill, you qualify as Menhera. That's why I put it on there. That's why it's been there for so long. That tag's been there for ages. No? Should I take it off? What should I replace the tag with? Alright, I can edit the stream right now. Alright, I'm moving Menhera. What tag? What tag, y'all? I have English, backseating allowed, VTuber, chatty, EN VTuber, comfy, yapping, monster girl, and tomboy. Menhera is an extreme thing. Alright, we already have comfy on here. Could you comfy with 2 Fs? Comfy with 2 Ys? You're one of the most well-balanced people I've seen in quite a long time. Oh, okay. I'm glad I can be good. You are not a tomboy? Do you want me to dude, listen. Listen, guys. I'm gonna start a poll right now. I need to know. I need to know. New poll. I need to know. No additional votes. No additional votes. Am I a tomboy? Yes or no? Duration? 10 minutes. Go. Vote. Vote. The poll means that these people are retarded. I would die on. Listen. We are voting on this stream. This stream settles it. This stream settles whether or not it is. How is she a tomboy? I don't know, man. I don't know what I am. I'm just twitchy. But people say I am. People say I'm not. What do I do? What do I do? No, this is the dumbest fucking thing. I can see it. Vote. This is democracy. Even though I'm a dictator. This is democracy. You guys tell me. Despite everything. You're being gaslit by a fucking meme. Maybe people just want me to be a tomboy. Let's hear what a tomboy is according to Flies. Okay, Flies. What is the definition of a tomboy? I thought she was a velvet ant. Would like for you to be a tomboy. Yeah, they're gaslighting me. They're gaslighting me this whole time. I'm being gaslit. They're trying to turn me into one. Wait, guys. When I made that Twitter post, like 4 months ago, I made a Twitter post that was like, I can't believe I didn't realize as a tomboy until just now. Raimi Ricotta replied to that tweet and they're like just now? Like making an emphasis on the time. Raimi Ricotta thinks I'm a tomboy. Her vote is like 5. Okay. Twitchy has never once said, hey bro, nice cock. Tomboy status denied. You mean to ban the people that say no? Raimi knows her stuff. She does. Pull your eyes out? What? Why? What do I do? Why do you want me to pull my eyes out? That sounds gross. That's gruesome. She just said it. Reinstate this stat. Dude, I was quoting someone. It's fine for me to quote it. I'm quoting chat. Does it matter? Should I have enabled additional votes? That would have been silly. How many minutes has it been already? I still say no. No? Alright. Yes, additional votes would have given the most skewed answer ever. Wearing a tomboy card right now. I am a former office lady. I am not a NEET. I refuse to be a NEET. That's why I am getting my driver's license. I'm training. Actively training in 2 fields. Getting my driver's license and working out. That is double not a NEET. Double not a NEET. Okay. Very powerful. Very beautiful, very powerful. What was I gonna say next? Alright. Next brain thought. Athanas, are you still here? Athanas? I will start Signalis Tuesday. Okay. I will start Signalis Tuesday, and we will complete Signalis. We will play Signalis Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday until it is done. Repeating. But I do have some collabs coming up. Alright, so be prepared for that. Collabs might override it. Alright. We will play Signalis on Tuesday. I'm stretching my arms. I'm praising the sun right now in real life. If only a dog had given me rigging of my arms, of all 4 of them, you could see me praising the sun because I'm stretching and popping my back. I am powerful. My brother, you need arms. My brother watches these videos of these bodybuilder guys. And all they do is make a YouTube video. This is a huge dude. Huge, shredded dude. It's of a bodybuilder. All he does is he takes a video, records it on his phone. He drives to the gym, talks the whole time he's talking to the gym, works out at the gym, talks to his phone while working out at the gym. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Sam Sulik? I think so. I think that's the guy. Let me look it up. He's got the mullet and the hat. Him! Yeah, it is Sam Sulik. Dude! I saw him, I heard him talk. I don't even know what he's talking about sometimes. He's like a warrior poet. That's what I refer to him as. I call him the warrior poet. Because he talks at a whole nother level. He's in another level of enlightenment that I cannot comprehend. He talking about stuff like the freak factor. What does that mean? I have no idea. What is that? He's at a whole nother level of being just strong. I want to be strong. I want to be strong. I want to be strong. That would be cool. I want to become security. I want to walk into a room and then the bad guys look at me and they're like, this person's a problem. I need to leave. I want to be a threat. I want to that would be so cool. I want to be like, listen, I'll be driving cuz I'll have my license by then. I'll be driving. I get pulled over by a cop. The cop looks at me. I roll down the window. They look at me. They size me up. They call in backup. They just look at me. Look at me. They call it backup. What kind of car do you drive? I'm not answering that question. That's personally identifying information. I'm not doing that. Sorry. Hydrate? I'm drinking water. You didn't have to delete the message. I know that it's just an innocent question. I could tell that like they weren't trying to like be malicious about it. Kirmarizo Cortez, hello. I didn't have to, but I did. Twitchy drives a Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird. What is that? Are you strong? Oh yes, you're tomboy. X Zetrock X, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Futurama reference? Oh, okay, I see. I see. I haven't watched a lot of Futurama. Maybe I should watch Futurama where I work out. You drive a Milsurp Humvee? Dude, who can afford a Humvee? Have you seen these gas prices, man? I don't even know who God, during my driving lesson. During my driving lesson, some guy in a Humvee was tailgating me. Like, why? I mean, I don't drive very quickly. I drive the speed limit, and apparently that's a problem. Apparently that's a problem with some people. They get very unhappy if you're driving the speed limit. Jeez Louise. People say, oh, you're supposed to drive 5 over. Yeah, I did. And they'd still be on my ass. What in the world? It's the best way to drive. It's safe. Drive the speed limit. Yeah, fucking left lane if you're not way faster than me. Don't think anyone else is drunk and stupid. Yeah, I drive slow. I drive slow, as in the speed limit. Imagine being tailgated by a rattling vehicle that can barely reach 55 miles per hour. You just call it driving Miss Daisy. Alright, what is the view results? 15 people voted yes that I am a tomboy. Flies. 3 people voted no. I know that's Flies and Cube and one other person. Truth prevailed. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know what else to tell you. 15 people. I don't even know what percentage that is of the people watching right now. Lies? Why is stream tag? I had it as a stream tag because I thought I was one, but this confirms it. I said flies, I didn't say lies. Show tummy? No. Not happening. 150%. Based tomboy enjoyer? I mean, tomboy's cool. Too bad I'm afraid of other women. Have you ever tried talking to a woman before? It's terrifying. Terrifying business. Would not recommend. Because listen, I was very alienated in school. I was very alienated in school. Being friends with other women, it just turned into drama. And I'm just like, I don't care about this. I just want to go home and play Gary's mod. Who cares about what Stacy said? Who cares about what Jenny said? Who cares about I don't care about that. I just want to play Gary's mod. Shut up. It turned into drama because they feared your power. Dude, I don't know. I was probably autistic in school. I probably grew out of it. I probably grew out of my autism. I had a lot of problems with me in school. My favorite tomboy W. Just Band-Aid and Fang. She might be a tomboy. Outgrew the tism. Alright, I still have problems, you're right. Have you ever heard about anyone who caught the conversation about the current state of my bed and how it doesn't have sheets on it. Yeah, I still have problems. How do you tell her autism wasn't only in school? Hi, Octopus King. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Don't tell her. Let her be happy. What do you mean it's sheetless? I am a creature. And I sleep on a bed that is box spring, mattress, a foam sheet, a comforter. I sleep on top of the comforter, and my pillows have no cases on them. And then I lay another comforter on top of me to sleep. I use a comforter as a sheet. No cases. That's the classic setup. What's wrong with that? Yeah, that's solid. Yeah, people were giving me a hard time. No, those are cases, Twitchy. What are you doing? We're just talking. We're just chatting right now. Twitchy knows it's good. You gotta case the pillows. Or at least you don't sleep on a bare mattress. Use pillowcases, you dust mite. Cap, send pic. I'm not sending a pic. I'm allowing this. That got stopped for. Did it allow it? I'm hitting allow. I'm trying to click on it, but it keeps getting further away from me. How do I allow this? Allow. Where did the message go? I can't keep up with chat. I can't keep up with chat. Tomboy style bed layout. Yellow pillow. Ain't no way, dude. You got a case of pillows. Even if you don't believe it's sheets, you can turn your blankets into a burrito. That's a tad odd, Twitchy. Yellow pillow so comfy. Use t-shirts as cases. I used a sweater once as a pillowcase. Tomboy bed is a race car bed. Case your fucking pillows, you nasty frick. That was stopped for sex-based terms because it said you nasty in it. I don't mind. What is wrong with you? Case your damn pillows. Pillows get dirtier than you think. Do you wash the entire pillow? Oh, you're back up. When do you sleep, lady? Never. Never ever. Never ever ever. Sleep never. I'm energetic. I just had coffee. Dude, we have yapped so hard. It's only been an hour. I feel like I've talked about a million things. We talked about like legal use of deadly force. We talked about the DMV. We talked about, well, no, we didn't talk about the DMV. We talked about Citizen Con. We talked about like brainworms. We talked about what I want to do and a million things. We all use sweater pillows. I use a sweater as a pillowcase. We talk about tomboys. Sovereign citizen streams win. What the? Sleep deprivation side effects are similar to inebriation. Are they? Interesting. Well, I did sleep, guys. After D&D yesterday, I fell asleep at 5:40 p.m. and then woke up at 3:50 a.m. for CitizenCon. Listen, that was plenty of sleep. How many hours is that? That's like 9 hours or something. Probably. That's a good amount of sleep. I'm just wound up. I'm gonna crash earlier because I'm gonna fall asleep earlier because we woke up at 3:50. You know, it'll be 12 hours awake soon. You know what I mean? But we good. We are good. We just had coffee. We also had a monster. I can't believe you unironically eat that Star Citizen slop. Listen, man, Star Citizen is FPS MMO Star Sector to me. And I love Star Sector. I love Star Sector. Force schedules can also affect weight gain. Well, I don't eat very much food, man. I'll be fine. I'll be fine, bro. And I work out. You be waking up around the time I about head to the gym. Oh. Bro, their big convention was about, we figured out grass. That's true. The beginning of the CitizenCon was literally like, oh, we added swamps. We added, we're gonna add swamps. We're gonna add jungles. We added more rock. We added cover and stealth. Like, procedural generation. I don't know about procedural generation. I still feel like a lot of stuff is handcrafted. They're adding more points of contact, so all the points of interest to all the planets. Procedural generation is a cancer for gaming. Yeah, I think so. I think procedural generation was like what screwed up No Man's Sky for a lot of people. Let me read this. Hold on. To be honest, I would be extremely content with the current spread of content in Star Citizen if they fix the server performance issues. That's true. All I can think of is Rust and No Man's Sky. I do not like Rust. I do not want the game to turn into Rust. That would be very sad. Hello, Sizing. Does one of the game to stop blowing up and disconnecting or lagging? Dude, I wish we could play Star Citizen today. I honestly wish they could. We could. I feel like I still want to try. But I feel like we should try just to showcase it. But literally, the devs had their like 2-week crunch for CitizenCon, where everyone was all hands on deck. All hands on deck. And then they released a patch on last Thursday. And no one is working on the fixes right now because they just finished their crunch, their SitCon crunch. They're all asleep right now. All the devs are asleep right now. All the devs are asleep right now, man. We're not getting the hot fix till like Tuesday. That's just gonna have to be broken. That's just gonna have to be broken, man. Does he get for supporting Blizzard? Blizzard? I'm not supporting Blizzard. Who's supporting Blizzard right now? I don't have a WoW sub. Is it buggy as all hell? Oh yeah. The servers, there's something on the back end writing to the servers, completely killing the servers. What do you mean Blizzard? Who's supporting Blizzard? I'm confused. You're telling me they're dropping slop, they can't even run? Yup. Not you, Buggy. I was talking about Jamon comment. Alright, let's see what Jamon said. Love people complaining about Star Citizen and then go straight to Blizzard and buy the latest battle pass. Does WoW have battle passes? Does Blizzard even have anything besides WoW right now? And answer me that. People only play it for WoW right now, right? I guess Overwatch is the thing. Not really. People are playing Valve's new hero shooter instead. Who the fuck still plays WoW? Some people apparently. Hearthstone? I played Hearthstone when I was in college. StarCraft 1, I guess. Dude, I unironically, I liked Heroes of the Storm. Weird take, I know. Controversial take, even. Heroes of the Storm was a lot of fun. I never... Because when I was playing MOBAs around that time. Because I was playing MOBAs around that time. All other games that weren't Dota or League were just like for fun to me. And that made them more enjoyable. That made them even more enjoyable. Because I was like, oh, this isn't my main game. I can... Who cares if I die? This ain't my main game. Ain't my main game, ain't my main character. Don't matter. And that mindset made Heroes of the Storm and games like Dawngate and Smite so much more fun. I loved micromanagement characters. I wish League of Legends had them. Sorry, I'm talking about MOBAs right now. It's probably disgusting. People are probably like, ew, 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 how dare you, ew. How's this the only MOBA that was actually fun? I think you're right, man. I was a scumbag when I played Smite, but I'll elaborate on that more. But first I gotta talk about this. Micro characters. Micro characters were so much fun. I loved playing micro characters. I loved controlling multiple people. The reason why. I looked at it like I was developing a skill. Learning how to micro is a skill you develop. Like, I love Cho'Gall. That's a macro character. I'm talking about, like, Nature's Prophet in Dota. Broodmother in Dota. Lone Druid. Who else? Meepo. Lycan. Beastmaster. Going into HOTS? Lost Vikings. Holy shit. I loved playing Lost Vikings. Not the game, the HOTS character. It was so much fun. I excelled at it. It was so rewarding to play Lost Vikings because I did not, it threw so much out the window for me. You're playing a tower defense game and everyone else is playing a MOBA. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I lose lane. I'm not expected to win lane. I'm literally just a person worth a quarter of a death. I'm worth a quarter of the experience if I die. I shouldn't die. But what mattered in HOTS, playing Lost Vikings, it did not matter if I died a lot. Because I would probably have, at most, maybe 2 deaths total. That's equivalent to 8 deaths. That's equivalent of losing 8 Vikings. Because I would give the team so much experience, no matter what. I microed well enough. I was always at every team fight. I was always in every lane, all the time. I was always pushing other objectives all the time. And just constantly bouncing between this. It just felt good. It felt good to use all of my brain and see rewards. See the rewards in that. My team is winning because they're over-leveled because of me. Like, I got so tired of playing games like League of Legends and Dota, and I see someone is outside of the lane because they're roaming, because they're greedy, because they want to get kills. I would just throw a Viking that direction. I am now in that lane. I am getting experience. I don't have to rely on my team to do their job. I can just do their job for them. Just using 100% of her brain like that one movie. Exactly. I was just doing their job for them. I just sent a Viking that direction. I will do every job. I will make this work. And it felt so good. It felt so good playing Vikings and HOTS. I loved it. HOTS. Micro hurts my brain. Instead of like RTS games. A good trickle. And a good Vikings can unironically win every match. I never played with like a Cho'Gall duo. But yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that. Because it's like... Because they complement each other. Like, Cho'Gall, you're losing map pressure. Because you have two members always combined together. But then with Vikings, you regain that map pressure. You will have one of the strongest fighters in the game. Strongest team fighters in the game. And then the strongest, like, lane pressure ever. I have fond memories of HOTS. I've never had a bad experience with HOTS. Cho'Gall loses map pressure, but triples lane pressure. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then you just play Vikings and you just siphon all the experience from everything going on the map. Y'all talking about Smite? We were talking... Yeah, I'm going on to Smite now. On Smite, I was a scumbag. I was a complete scumbag in Smite. I played Hercules and Bellona. I played Bruisers. I made people so mad all the time in that game. I was just a complete jerk. So Bruisers were once amazing. Yo, Bellona. Bellona was great. God. Isn't there a Smite 2 on the table soon? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, I'm getting kind of hungry. Where did that come from? I ate food earlier, didn't I? Went from being a Scylla main to a Guardian lover. I don't know who Guardian is. Did you watch the recent Seth Zenitouch video on League? No. I didn't. We can watch that on stream. I was probably gonna do some React Andy today because like I said, we're 10 Urban Rescue Ranch videos behind. How your life is measured in pre and post League? 10 video. Yeah, we have a lot of Urban Rescue Ranch to catch up on. They released Smite 2, everyone left Smite. Smite 2 sucked ass so bad it was unreal, and then everyone left Smite 2 and didn't go back to Smite. Oh. Oh. It's funny because Seth was originally a League YouTuber. I mean, so was Donkey. So was Donkey. I remember watching Donkey's videos when I was playing League. And I remember watching his old stuff too. Remember his joke about Ionic Spark? Is Trick2G still alive? Probably. Trick2G has a kid. Has a family. Twitch has broken? Uh-oh. Daniel Sierra. Hi, Daniel Sierra. What lane did you play when you played League? Top and jungle. I played top lane, mainly. You wanna know? You wanna know who I played? It's gonna make you sick. It's gonna make you sick to your stomach to know who I played top. Trundle? I did have a fun time with Trundle, but no. My one all-time main in top was Singed. I was a Singed main. I was a scumbag. I played Singed top lane. And he goes from being relevant to irrelevant. I played in season 3. I followed Korean builds because I was taught by how to play League by a South Korean. I stacked Rod of Ages. I would buy boots and like 5 Rod of Ages. That was my entire build. Maybe I would sell 1 for a Guardian Angel. Time to unsub, excuse me. Did you want to have a serious discussion? Okay. Go off. Let's hear it. This is season 3. Remember this. This is a different time. A very different time. Rod of Ages stacked back then. Back then, Singe's passive literally gave him more health the more mana he had. You didn't need mana regen if you had enough mana it literally lasted you several team fights in a row. Because you have so many Rod of Ages. To be fair, season 3, I can't argue with that. It was a different time. I had rune pages. I had mastery pages. Those are gone. Ain't nobody have rune pages. Nobody knows what you're talking about. You say rune pages. It's so rough nowadays. You should play an RTS like Supreme Commander. I should actually just play an RTS. I never played very many RTS games. I played MOBAs. I should have, I think the very first RTS I played was either Command & Conquer Tiberium Wars or Stronghold 2. I remember being so enthralled by Stronghold. Stronghold, the very first day I got it from a Best Buy. It was like $40 or $60. It was an expensive game. It was in like a plastic case, like an anti-theft plastic case. It was expensive. It took a lot of convincing to get my parents to buy Stronghold for me. And I only wanted it because it had a knight on the front. Literally, the box art sold it to me. Literally, the box art sold it to me. I didn't know anything about Stronghold. Never played a Stronghold in my life. Okay, but I liked knights. I think medieval Dark Ages was cool at the time. Because I've always been I've always liked fantasy. Right? Played Stronghold 2? I played it so much the very first day. I got dehydrated. I was not taking care of myself. I was so enthralled by Stronghold 2. By the very first mission, learning it for the very first time. That was my very first game where I had to build a city, muster forces, fight off forces, build defenses. You had to build everything in that game. You know, manage resources. I had never played a game like that before, and it enthralled me. It was a huge deal for me. Stronghold 2 is super good. Even though I think some people said they don't like Stronghold 2, like they prefer the original Strongholds and stuff like that, but dude, no. I love Stronghold 2. That is like a game I'm passionate about. Maybe I'll stream it someday. I think I thought about streaming it once. Hold on, I gotta drink water. I've been yapping so hard, I gotta drink water. Gonna head out. Have a good rest of your stream. Alright, take care, Grizzly. Take care, Grizzly. Let me drink some water. Let me drink some water, guys. Hold on. I've been getting really into it. I've been getting really into this conversation. I'm talking with my hands, I'm talking with my whole body. If only you could see it. Water. Water is good for you. I think you're yearn for those easier and funner times. I think mine was Command and Conquer Generals or Lord of the Rings. BFME2. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. You don't want to play StarCraft? Too much bug killing? Well, just play the bugs. Just play as the bugs then. Play as the Zerg. That's what you do. Second Commander is the peak of RTS and aged really well graphically. Oh. And still has an active community that works on everything. What if I played Homeworld? Homeworld 1 and 2. Homeworld seems interesting, right? I've never played a game like... I play Star Sector. And I like Star Sector, right? But in Homeworld, you're literally controlling the fleet on more than just a 2D plane. What if I played on a 3D plane? Like Homeworld. That'd be fun. Something spaceship bias. That would be cool. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. We could do that sometime. I heard there was a new Homeworld. I heard there was a new one. I had a, in my Lancer campaign, I had a Lancer campaign character. And I used a name from Star Sector in it for my character's homeworld. I think it was Kaddish. Kaddysh. And later on did I see that name when I watched Mandalore's video on Homeworld. And I figured Star Sector must have gotten that name from Homeworld. Probably. Something about the Gardens of Kaddish. I don't know. I don't get the significance of it. I think it's a particular level in Homeworld that is of some significance. I don't know. I'm curious about it. Maybe I should figure out someday. But I just used it. I found a planet in Star Sector before I was a streamer, called Kaddish, and it was a desert planet with orbital lenses around it that increased its agricultural output by like 3 times. And I used that as the basis for my character in Lancer. I used that as his homeworld. I made him, I called them the Kadeshi Khans or something like that. That's what I call them. That's what they call the people. They would call them a Khan. Like a Khan. I just wanted something with a K. And I love hollow planet theory. It's so vastly impractical. I don't understand I don't understand what goes into making a planet hollow. But like I wanted to give the world beautiful fauna, because I was also found it really interesting that in Star Sector there was a planet that the Luddic Church reveres. That's where the Beholder Station is. There's like a gas giant. I think it's a gas station. Not gas station, gas giant, where you can donate supplies to it and you will get rep with the Luddic Church. And that planet is completely green. It is just completely lush with life. It is like every inch of it is covered in rich biosphere, just plants, animals, everything about that planet. And what I did, I took Kaddish, made it hollow in my mind when I was making the lore. Took Kaddish, this desert dust ball with oases on it for agriculture. I made it hollow and instead put all the biosphere inside. I created this planet for the backstory of my character that was just the perfect conditions for where it could be a dust ball on the outside, and then the orbital lenses introduce the heat to the planet to make the outside a desert, but the inside underground was the perfect conditions because of internal water underground to create life. And that's what I did. And then the people on Kaddish were just this, were just like lost colony. Like a lost colony ship had landed on the planet, and people were about to die. They went underground to escape the heat, and then they found a huge cave system, hollow Earth, and hollow planet, and lived under there, surviving off of things like fungus and the fauna down there, and water condensation forming on the cave surfaces. Cave rocks. It's a shame we didn't get to explore the inside of Kaddish. I want to do something with it, but I couldn't make it fit. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because it's... I didn't really write down Jamon, because for those of you who don't know, Jamon was my DM for this laser campaign. I didn't really encapsulate everything like I'm talking about it now. I didn't encapsulate everything when I shared like that little backstory snippet with you. I didn't cover everything, so that's okay. We were trying to conclude the campaign. It's such a cool concept, though. I like Kaddish. I like Kaddish. It's I think I would change the name because knowing that it's not from something completely original from it. I mean, or maybe I'll just keep it that way. It's easier to remember in my head. It's not a planet that I'm gonna use in like a story or anything like that. Except for like I'll probably use it again in like another D&D campaign or a Lancer campaign. Maybe we talked about maybe having like a Lancer thing like 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So there's a planet of dwarves I see. No, it's not a planet of dwarves. If it was a planet full of dwarves, like if you have humans that are dwarfish on a planet, I'd assume the gravitational pull is very high for humans to end up dwarf like that. And that doesn't work well with the hollow planet, because it means you would crush all the cave systems. Okay, they lived underground, but I imagine they would receive UV light from a type of fungus that lived on the surface of the cave roof, and would project UV light as a form of bioluminescence. Gravity causes dwarfism. Got it. That's what I imagine. I'm not a scientist. Okay, it's kind of a it's just what I imagine. It's what would you call that? Phenotype? When outside stimuli causes changes in someone's biology. That's phenotype, right? I can't remember what was said in science class. But it's like, if you have gravity pulling on you, it would make like, imagine it. Imagine, I've always seen in like xeno races in fiction, high gravity, bulkier, shorter humans. Low gravity, taller, lankier, slimmer humans. I've always seen that. I've always seen that pattern. Haven't you? Isn't that always the case? I imagine Kaddish as being a slightly lower than average gravity than Earth. So the cave structures could hold itself better. Cave structures weren't constantly, like cave-ins would happen, but they would be supported by themselves. And it's also like, I hadn't really invented a reason for the cave systems to support themselves or anything like that. It's just something I thought of. This reminds me of another story. I was adjusting my chair. At one point I was writing a book. I was trying to, at least. I only wrote like 1 page of it, so I didn't really try. But it's something I had in mind. Something I wanted to work on. This is inspired from me playing Kenshi and RimWorld. I was working on a book, and I was going to call it Derelict. And it was about I don't know, I think it was just a frozen planet. I hadn't really fleshed it out fully. a frozen planet that had a prison colony on it. Okay. And part of the story was that, hi Austin. Part of the story was, I don't know, I wrote it when I wasn't in the best headspace. Okay. So it was more like I was writing to vent. Derelict started off very sad and depressing. It was talking about people traveling around in the snow. Because I was thinking of Kenshi, and I was like, damn, this is just like a desolate wasteland. Even though it has all this other stuff going on it. You know, what's the opposite of that? Just make Kenshi but cold. How hard can it be? Kenshi is like a ruthless place. And what I couldn't help but imagine in my head was like, what is the opposite of Kenshi? It's cold she. Yeah, just make a frozen wasteland with a prison colony on it. And of course, what else did a prison colony do for their free time? They mine. What else did they do? Typical prison colony shit you would see in a sci-fi. In a sci-fi setting. That just makes sense. What's going on? We're just talking. I'm just talking, and I'm talking about a story I was working on at one point. I haven't been working on it recently. Hi, Silent Villain. And I didn't have a name for a planet. I didn't name it because I'm terrible with names. But Derelict, the overall premise of the story was that communication was cut off from the rest of civilization as we know it, the rest of humanity. No more communication going on to this planet this penal colony was on. No more supplies were coming in. No communications to nearby planets that are also colonized. They're just gone. Okay. And nobody knows what's wrong. Of course, it causes problems. Like, this is an ice ball planet. Where's the food coming from? There isn't food coming in anymore. Okay. Immediately, there's problems. People like the guards and prisoners wondering where their families living off-world, wondering what's going on, what they're doing, why aren't they getting messages anymore? The whole thing starts off with... No, I was going to jump around in the story. But chronologically, in the lore, everything starts off with everyone running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Okay. And then at some point, a freight ship, lands onto the planet. And not by land, by land, I mean crash land. Way off the spaceport, it got pulled in by the gravitational pull, and it crashes into the planet. And the story starts with a exploration convoy. Some weeks or so after communication stopped coming in, of them heading towards this space freighter, this freighter that had crashed. And people are desperate. This is a mishmash of guards and prisoners, because the guards need to stay and protect, keep order. Some prisoners are selected with a guard or two to go with them out into the cold in their suits. Their suits to protect them. It's so cold, you need to wear suits, and there's not breathable air to go and explore this wrecked freighter. And they go to the freighter, and no one is on board. There are no corpses. It just crash landed, and there's no one there. No one is on board this freighter. And it just causes more questions to be asked. Why is there no one on the freighter? Why they just up and vanished? Okay, they just up and vanished for some reason. And having sure, it buys them some more supplies, but it just, it causes more questions. And I liked the mystery aspect of the story, and I wanted to perpetuate though. But I'm gonna tell you what had happened. And honestly, even though I was the one putting the story together, I didn't really know what happened myself, because part of me writing anything is I kind of make things up as I go. And that just sounds cool, so we'll roll with it. And what had happened is I took in a page out of Iron Lung lore, and everyone else in this book, all the other planets got raptured. Yeah, Daniel Sierra's got it. They got raptured. They're gone. Or something equivalent to a rapture. People, I was going to let the mysticism of the prisoners say raptured, while the people keeping order would just be like, we don't know what happened. There's got to be some logical explanation as to why everyone just disappeared. And it wasn't just going to be the people were gone. Later on in the story, like a more educated, older prisoner with a thing for antiques, you know, with a telescope, just looks up and is like, why is the moon gone? Well, not the moon, or like the moon of another planet nearby, or another planet entirely is gone. Just noticing entire orbital bodies are missing. And another obstacle later on that was gonna happen was like space debris. More space debris was gonna hit the planet because these orbital bodies were missing, and satellites and entire moons were now getting thrown out of the way. It's thrown out of the way and flying by the planet, and it was just a whole lot. There was a bit of scope creep. There was a little bit of scope creep in this story that I didn't even know what to do with it all. But it was so much fun to think about and brainstorm and work on this story. I kind of wish I kept working on it. I still could, I guess. Sounds pretty cool, to be honest. Yeah. And a big part of the story would be... big portions of the story included power struggles. Where does food come from? Did you post it somewhere? No, it's in a Google Doc that's long gone. I don't have it anymore. I probably got rid of it. And every once in a while, I clear out my Google Docs. And it probably got caught up in that. I can work on it again someday, but I didn't really read a lot of books. So I like, while I have all these ideas in my head, I don't know the best way to write them. Hollywood, if it was actually good. It would have been a lot of fun. But like power struggles within the prison. I always love to see shamanism and all kinds of like religions forming out of situations and plugging that into it, where people might have the dynamic, people spreading the narrative that everyone else was raptured means that we were sinful, while everyone else on the planet, on this fictional planet, was like, wait, maybe we're the chosen ones because we're still here, and everyone else was like erased by like an alien thing or something like that. And people, because, you know, like, why, if it's a matter of sin and prisoners, you know, why are the innocent prisoners who are wrongfully incarcerated still there, and why are some of the guards still there? You know what I mean? That's probably a better time than any to go back and write it. It would be fun. I still ask about the band-aid. I just like having something on my face. I always liked to put the band-aid there because I always like seeing characters with like the vertical nose, not vertical, the horizontal nose scar that I see in like anime tropes. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen that before? Where they just put a line across their nose, like where they've been cut. I like that. I like that. I think that's cool. Word that differently? What? It's like a scar. You see it in anime. It's like a trope. Face scars. Yeah, it's a face scar. Did I word it wrong? I don't get it. I'm not gonna dwell on it. I probably shouldn't. But tomboy nose scar. Yeah, I think so. Across the nose bridge. Yeah. Like that. Have you seen that before? And the band-aid is kind of like a stand-in for that. The anime face scar, yeah. People know what I'm talking about. Satisfied. Okay, I'm glad you're satisfied, Octa King. See, we've been yapping for 2 hours, and I have to use the bathroom. So, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, bros. We're going to have a little bathroom break. And then we'll come back and yap, and then we'll do some actual watching of stuff. And probably keep yapping then too. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going until I'm tired. Until I'm tired. We'll see. I mean, I'm getting kind of tired now, even now, because I put a lot of. I'm very energetic. I'm using a lot of energy just talking to you guys because I'm so into it. I'm so into talking. Don't fall in. I won't. Shooting Buggy reminded me of the current line emoticon trend. Do the flick and slam to trigger the buzz with a revolver. I mean, you'll mess with the timing on your revolver, but okay, dude. People talking to me about reliability in a revolver, right? I guess you can call them reliable, but like the fact that doing the little flick and slam with the cylinder can make it go out of time. Is it really that reliable? Something that you're supposed to do every time you load it? Well, you're not supposed to flick and slam it, but like, you know, that motion isn't alien to it. Isn't alien to it. You shouldn't play with guns, but... Alright, I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hello? Hello? Watching sketchy street drifting videos till Twitchy gets back? What the? What the? Drive safe. Hello? Is reliable in the sense that it has less mechanical parts and is statistically less prone to failure, but you can still wreck it if you mishandle it? That's true. I guess that's true. Less parts does mean you get, like, on paper, there's less parts that can fail. But at the same time, it also doesn't mean things are easier to work on. Because striker-fired handguns are so easy to produce. If something is wrong with a part, you can just replace it. While original gunsmithing required a lot of hand filing, hand machining things to make things work for that particular gun. You know what I mean? Did I miss anything? I was just away. Modularity. Yeah, modularity makes it easier to maintain things like striker-fired handguns. So while they may have more parts than a revolver at times, they might be easier to work on for the typical gunsmith. A lot of gunsmithing has gone away from the hand filing of parts. They don't hand machine tools anymore. So like, well, maybe I'm just bitter about the amount of people who build ARs following YouTube AR building videos and then claim they're gunsmiths in my area and offer to build your gun for you for exorbitant amounts of money. It's really quite frustrating because you start talking to them about anything else gunsmithing related and they can't do anything, or they send it out to a machinist to do it for them, and it's just like, okay, buddy, all right. Because I talk to some people about I get frustrated by this because people know. I've talked about it before. I have oh, hydrate? Okay, let me hydrate. Gunsmiths are they only work on the most common gun in the planet. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like the most common. I think the most common gun in the world is unironically the Mosin Nagant. Coming on a gunsmith threat. Hello, Slenderland. Do you know what I'm talking about, Slendor? Like, some gunsmiths, people who only work with ARs, right? They'll say that they're a gunsmith, but they only work on ARs and refuse to do anything but ARs, and it's just typical like AR building services, and that's all they do. And it pisses me off because it's like, what if I have something that's not an AR and then they're not able to work on it? And it's like, why do you call yourself a gunsmith if you only do ARs? You're like, I see a lot of like some people who only do like armorer level, like they only do armorer stuff, and it's just Lego building. If you work on a Mosin or SKS, it's definitely gunsmithing. There's some people near me call themselves gunsmiths. They don't have any machine shop, anything. They just build ARs all day. That's all they do. And they work on other people's ARs by building them for them and just swapping parts out and stuff like that. I also know School of the American Rifle has a very detailed tutorials on how to like actually build an AR properly. Solving parts not equal gunsmithing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I see. That's what I see in my area, and it's quite frustrating when I'm talking to people about like something more advanced, like the RPD project, and they're like, "I can't help you. I just can't help you." You know what I mean? They ain't shit. They just ain't shit. I don't know what else to say. I have an RPD parts kit that I'm trying to get built into a semi-auto RPD parts kit. So it's completely demilled in a box somewhere. I love the RPD. I use video games has influenced my decision to make me want an RPD. What I did was rebluing and refinishing a revolver a while back. I love RPD and RPK so much. They're cool. I took all those online SDI courses. What do you mean I'm not a gunsmith and AR builder? Exactly. School of the American Rifle, though, that is like AR master. The School of the American Rifle is how I educated myself, and I realized how little I want to work on an AR. Because you can build an AR, and will it shoot? Yeah. But will you have messed up something along the lines if you don't use the proper tools and the correct, like, torque on things? Oh, 100%. Something will be wrong with it. Something will be wrong with it. It's such a... It feels so delicate. The tolerances are so tight. Something will be wrong with it if you're not careful. Like, torquing the upper receiver on accident. You're just gonna have things catching on things all the time, or you're using like those cheap Chinese parts you see at gun shows sometimes, where they literally have like, oh yeah, $5 buffer tube, and it literally the threads on it aren't proper. They'll be off, and you hear like this weird sandy gritty sound as you try to put it into the lower receiver. Like, there's so much stuff that can happen. There's so much stuff that can happen. That, like, people can be using sketchy parts. People can, like, even stuff from the factory can be bad. Like gas keys not staked properly, not torqued properly. There's so much room for failure. I get so surprised by the AR platform that it even runs at all when you do something budget with it. Like, you need to have it like professionally built. I would not trust myself to build an AR because I don't have the tools for it, and there's just knowing, after seeing stuff from the School of the American Rifle, I can't help but look at it and feel like I'm gonna mess this up somehow. Sure, you can build something and it'll build, like it'll shoot, but I promise you there's probably something at least a little bit wrong with it from you building it. Hi Sub, are you a beetle or an ant? I am a velvet ant. I'm a velvet ant. I think it's in the description. Have you seen the AK with the bathroom door spring on the outside of the gun attached to the bayonet lug you can use as a recoil spring? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And I look at the AK and it's just robust. It is very robust. I don't like to pick sides, okay, on the AR versus AK debates. Ultimately, it comes down to if you are trained in one thing more than the other, use what you are most trained for. If you have more 5.56 than you have 7.62, then use the AR. If you have more 7.62 than you have more 5.56, then use the AK, because ultimately, it don't matter which one you pick if you don't train. Alright? So how do you think the AR can handle that abuse? It's just when you're building it, you can accidentally mess up stuff. The AR is robust, but it has very tight tolerances that someone inexperienced like me, who is not a gunsmith, I am not a gunsmith, I feel like I can fuck up the AR if I'm not careful. I don't have faith in my own skills. Sure, people say building an AR is like putting together Legos, but given all that I know, because I don't even have a vice, alright? I don't even have a vice, right? I would need to buy a bunch of specialized stuff to make sure I do it properly. While if I want to work on an AK, all I need is a drill tab, a hydraulic press, and a ball peen hammer, and you are good to go, chief. While, like, you work on an AK, an AR, you need a vise, you need, like, an insert for your upper receiver so you don't accidentally torque it when you put, like, the certain parts in. You need, like, some sort of, like, brass pins or something so that you don't, fuck up the finish when you, I mean, you should have brass pins anyways. Let me shut the fuck up for a second. You clearly have not built an AK. Yeah, you're right, I'm a liar. 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 I paid a boomer to do it. I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't talk. I should shut up. I should shut the fuck up. I should shut the fuck up. Both require tooling. You're right. You're right. I was talking out of my ass. 2 hours of yapping. I know. Yeah, and the Vice probably needs to have brass jaws to avoid scratching and stuff. Yeah, Cube caught me. I haven't built an AK. I've worked on an AK before, but I haven't built it. The worst I've done is put an ALG trigger in. I like both. Both are fine. I put like a rag in between. I'm full of shit, guys. I'm full of shit. I'm a liar. If we say enough, she won't see my confession. All right, I'm scrolling up. AKs are harder to build and have small origins for error. Confession time. When I was at active duty, I lost my firing pin retaining pin. I used a broken paperclip to replace it. Dude. Based. She's full of love and hate. I had an AR. Okay. Tomboy card revoked. I had an AR. And then a gunsmith royally fucked it up. A gunsmith fucked up my AR beyond belief. I talked about it before. It was really sad. I should have forced them to buy me a new barrel after what they did. Well, what had happened was I had a front sight post. Right? And it was a ban era gun. I think during the Clinton administration, they had at some point banned muzzle devices and they had banned bayonet lugs. I wanted my bayonet lug back and I wanted my muzzle device back. So, I paid a gunsmith to fix that. So, I had one gunsmith who was farther away put the muzzle device on the gun. They sent it to a machinist. Machinist did that just fine. And that was not a problem. The front sight post. Okay. I ordered a replacement front sight post. Okay. I ordered my own. It just had a bayonet lug on it. It was just your typical front sight post. There was nothing wrong with it. It came off of a parts kit. I had bought that front sight post. Took it to another gunsmith. I told them, okay, so this just needs its taper pinholes. Because the taper pinholes are already in the gun. And, like, on the barrel. Just need to drill this, put this on the gun and drill the taper pinholes. The gunsmith, what they had done was drilled the taper pinholes the wrong way. So now it wasn't a tapered hole anymore. It was just a regular hole. If anything, it was maybe hourglass shaped. Okay. With the pins in on my front sight post on my AR, I could take my finger, touch the front sight post, and wiggle it. With the pins in. I could wiggle my front sight post. And those taper pin holes are drilled into the barrel. Okay. Like, those taper pin holes, they go through the bottom of the barrel. My barrel needed to be replaced after that. But I had talked to the gunsmith about it. I was like, listen, this is a problem. This needs to be fixed. I'm upset. You've messed up my gun. Okay. No. Twitchy, listen, here's what I'll do. I'll fix it. Free of charge. I'll have my buddy Silver solder it in for you. And he convinced me. He convinced me. He silver soldered the front sight post in. Why didn't I just force him to buy me a new barrel? Dude, I sold that gun. It's someone else's problem now. I hated that. Dude, that was my first AR, and I loved it. God. And I beat myself up for wanting to change it. I should have just left it alone. People say, oh, the ban era guns are collectible. Whatever, man. Everyone says everything's collectible. And people say everything is collectible in the gun industry just to make it expensive when they resell it. What's your favorite gun? Probably the RPD. Unfortunate, but fixable. It really bummed me out. Sorry to deal with that BS. And I've never owned AR since. I rebuilt a 240 trigger in the field by jamming the shell casing into it. Do all sketchy things sometimes. Are you more of a rifle or pistol person? Well, if I had to choose between the two, I would prefer a rifle, innately. If I'm going into a building, how long is the rifle? It depends on how long the rifle is. If a building is full of people, and I'm given the choice between a rifle and a pistol to clear it out, I would choose airstrike the building. I don't want to go in there. Just blow it up. That is what I would choose. I'm not like a CQB based LARPerator who just shoot houses, who clears buildings. I'm not trained like I'm just like former office lady. So I know the military doctrine for if you have to clear a building full of dudes, bad dudes, you either blow it up, or you get the person in the squad with the light machine gun to shoot through the damn walls and kill everyone inside. So nobody has to clear the building. That's what they do. That's what the doctrine is. So, trying to clear a building with a full-length 1891 Mosin. Dude, I would be so dead. And God forbid if there's a staircase. Oh no. I see a staircase, I leave. That is not a building I want to be a part of. I do not want to be there. Never clear a staircase. That's just the average airsoft experience. Know what I got, Sonny. There's no kill like overkill. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Monte, for gigantifying the emote. Even though it's just normal in Stream Elements chat down here. Children argue AK versus AR while adults shoot foul. That's so... You're so real for that one. You're so real for that one. So real for that one. Why clear buildings when college kids 6 miles away who can erase entire building with hellfire? Exactly. With a drone strike. I should get an AR again. 5.56 is the most plentiful ammunition in the US. Aside from 9mm. I feel like every American should have one 9mm handgun and one 5.56 rifle. And then maybe something in 308 for hunting. Build your next AR. Can I build that on stream? I would need to buy a bunch of stuff. If you own a mattress, you should own an AR. Why clear a building full of enemies in Iraq when a college kid in Las Vegas can do it for you? James built one on stream? Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't be able to stream on a YouTube. YouTube does not like it. You know what I mean? But building an AR would be cool. I believe. Just ignore chat feverishly telling you what AR to buy or build. No, on Twitch. Yeah, I know, but I multi-stream on the YouTube, man. There's also a YouTube chat that I'm reading. 3D print your own. Alright, I'm not doing all that. If I'm getting a 3D printer, it'd be for models. Listen. Listen. Okay. If you buy a 3D printer online or on Amazon or anywhere and it's not in cash at a store, people track you. I'm not kidding you. This isn't a joke. If you're buying a 3D printer, you do not buy it online. You do not buy it from like big names like that. You go to the store and you pay for it in cash. It's legal to make your own gun though? Doesn't matter. They will spy on you. The government will spy on you. I'm not joking. 200%. They already spy on you. I know. But you will be in like some list somewhere afterwards for doing that. They do not like people owning 3D printers. I feel like 3D printers are going to become regulated soon if we're not careful. Because they keep pushing this narrative about ghost guns, and I'm like, dude, it's been legal to make your own firearm in your own home for your own personal consumption for forever. It's a constitutional right to, but yet they get upset about 3D printers because they say it's too easy. They say it's too easy. Founding fathers say it's too easy. I'm getting political. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I can hear Starforge pulling me up and being like, you know, we need to get rid of this bug. No, I'm just kidding. Starforge is a good company. No politics, Ant. I'm not. We're not doing that. Listen, I'll be honest. I'm not a political person. I'm just... My decision about guns comes from something very unfortunate happening to me. Okay? My position on guns comes from something very unfortunate happening to me. And I'm not going to change my stance on it because people who want me to change my stance haven't experienced what I have experienced to make me want that, to make me the way I am. And I'm not going to change just because people ask me to or for some greater good. I tell you this. After what happened, I sleep better after having a firearm in my hand. I have nightmares about people wanting to hurt me, and they go away when I have a gun near my bed. So, I think it's good for me to be armed. Let's watch cute animals? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! We can watch cute animals. We can watch Urban Rescue Ranch. Bug Love, keep it real and loaded. Yeah. Let's watch cute animals. Alright, hold on. Let me adjust VTube Studio. Let me move over. This one. Change the background. There we go. There we go. Bebo. We'll watch Bebo. We'll watch Bebo. Where, oh where? Let me load up one. There we go. Here we go. Look at this. Big Ounce never died. Kevin finally did it. Baby capybaras versus pumpkin. Catch and cook baby bobcat. We have so much to watch, chat. We have so much to watch here. Saying goodbye. It's over. I saw this posted in my server and I thought like they were done with this channel. And then visit Uncle Ben's Animal Ranch. Yeah. Big Ounce never died.
Boo Boo would eat this.
Let's turn this down. It's a little loud.
little fella really don't want to have to look at their genitals. My son Pepe's just late where he got hit by a car. He's missing that front right arm completely. Going
Arm
back
is
to
gone.
the wild very soon. Little blind Cayman. There he goes. Goodbye, children. Good morning, everybody.
Turn off the music. All right, sorry.
Howdy, this is my commercial grade quail farm. And
Quail
someone just
farm.
dropped off 5 baby skunks. Look at this precious little baby. They sure are precious at this age. But oh my goodness, they're perfect. And all these little beans are gonna be weaning and going back to the wild very soon. But look how precious this little baby is. I've got a big surprise for you guys today. A couple big surprises. This video, I'm just gonna be taking you guys through my normal chores today. But I'm also gonna be releasing the owl that we have in the flight pen and the vultures. I finally have the perfect place to release both of these precious creatures. And that owl got hit by a car. But
Is this the ostrich dude? He did have an ostrich named Homelander. But Homelander passed away.
Well, we actually got 2 more crocodilians surrendered to us, one of which is this precious little blind
Oh, look at that.
caiman. That's right, you guys. This
Blind.
is a completely blind, spectacled caiman. These are the guys that are invasive in South Florida. This guy was from a collector in Dallas who hatched this little guy out herself. She just never developed pupils. But look at this, you guys. No matter how close I put this quail to her, she ate that thing up. She has a sense of smell and she can feel things. But at the end of the day, this little fella is as blind as a bat. But as you guys can see, she still doesn't trust me.
Pause the video ads. Like the stream ones. Okay, how do I pause them? Pause the video for a second for the ads? Okay, I paused it. We can wait a minute 30. But it came in. It's blind. What is it called when you don't have pupils? When you're just born without them? What is that? Wait, can we let the ads roll? We're just blind? It's called... No, but like, there's different ways people become blind. There's different ways people become blind. Like, what is the disease that this caiman has to make it blind? Forsaking God? What? Blind from birth? Barn blinditis? Blind? They just call it blindness? They don't have a name for this particular birth defect? Usually there's like a name for this. There's like a name for everything. This is how blindness happened. What are you talking about, Melchior? Melchior. Homie, chill. Has it been a minute and a half yet? For the ads? Alright. I think it's been... Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Aniridia is the absence of the iris. Okay. Okay.
Into enclosure. I still have to add some UVB lighting in here. This is a great temporary setup for now. This is another little crocodilian that someone surrendered to us. You guys know what this one is? But check this out, you guys. Because this little guy is native to the state of Texas, I have the ability to rehabilitate him until he's able to go back to the wild. Someone was illegally keeping this little guy as a pet, but this is the American alligator, you guys. And you can see he's very, very skinny. He should be a lot thicker than this. He's missing that front right arm completely, and it looks like for the most part, it's already healed up. It is a privilege of mine to be able to show you guys the American alligator up close on our channel finally. These guys are gorgeous, and there's only 2 alligator species in the world, and we have one of them here, and these are the only crocodilians that can withstand cold temperatures, and these guys can even freeze, and they actually are native to Waco. I've showed you guys videos of the little alligators that live here in Waco, and I don't know whether this guy was from Waco or if somebody just illegally had him. This guy was anonymously surrendered to us by one of you guys who found our number. And my goal is going to be to get this guy back to the wild, because just because he's missing a limb doesn't mean he can't go back to the wild. But as you can see,
wait, will they regrow the limbs?
So we're going to put a little bit more.
Will they regrow the limb?
He's not quite as friendly as I thought he would be, but I am going to give him this quail. I'm going to put him back in here. There you go. It's a privilege of mine to get to show these beautiful creatures.
Have you seen that video?
While I need permits to...
I don't think so. Have you seen that video of like this person feeding alligators, and there's like a bunch of them in a pen, and then one like thrashes, like accidentally grabs like the arm of another alligator and just eats it, and the other one's like, bro, what the heck? Wait, do reptiles feel pain? Do reptiles feel pain? They do? Okay. Man, that alligator must have been hurting. Why is that a question? I just didn't know. I'm not entirely sure. Not every animal feels pain. Crabs don't feel pain. At least not the same way humans do. Right. Do shrimps feel pain? Most insects can't feel pain. Crab pain. Dude, I had this... Oh my god. That reminds me. That reminds me. I was in a Discord server. Long time ago. I posted this GIF. It was a SpongeBob meme of Mr. Krabs saying something. Let's all get a Krabby Patty, and it was like an awkward placement of for him to say that, an awkward time for him to say that, to bring that up, and it just cut to a video of someone crushing a crab with a fly swatter. A cooked crab. Okay. And he just made this loud bang noise. It was a cooked crab, so it's already deceased. Already deceased. Okay. I thought it was funny. I posted it in this server. Someone replies to me. Haha, yeah, animal abuse is so funny. Bro. It's a cooked crab. It's already dead. What do you mean? Rufus Baystar, thanks so much for the raid. In what Discord? Dude, this is years ago. This is years ago. Thanks so much for the raid. We're watching Urban Rescue Ranch. Have you seen this channel before? Have you seen this channel before? We were yapping. We're yapping about things we probably shouldn't have been yapping about, but we were yapping. I was having fun yapping. We've been overdue for a yap sesh for a while. I hope you're having an awesome day. I'm Twitchy, Buggy, Velvet, and VTuber, Caffeine, and Dick Office Lady. And we're watching Urban Rescue Ranch. I hope you had a good stream. I hope you had a good stream. How was Aliens? Yep, was strong today. Ex-Office Lady, you're right. I forgot. I've seen you on your Verizons, yeah. Hello. Hello, nice to meet ya. They're coming out of the goddamn walls. Oh no. Aliens. How could they? You gotta turn them up into minced up alien. These xenomorphs are pretty scary, aren't they? I don't know. I think they're supposed to be scary. But like, well, I don't know. If I played Alien Isolation, I'd probably scream. But I've also been exposed to xenomorphs so much as a kid that I don't see them as that scary. Honestly, I never actually watched. I was around to watch it, but I never watched it. But I never watched the original Alien movies, but I did watch the first Alien vs. Predator. And that's how I learned about xenomorphs for the first time. The first Alien vs. Predator was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Little young Twitchy watched that. AVP is horrendous? I don't care. I don't care, okay? I liked it. I don't care if it was horrendous. Twitchy, the xenomorph in that game learns how you play so it can ambush you. I don't want to play Alien Isolation. I don't want to get ambushed. I don't want it to learn how I play. Maybe movies afterwards are kind of dumb. Yeah, the second one was dumb. The first one was fine. Alien Isolation is so good, it's scary. Also, I really love that meme. That gif. Not that gif. That clip of that guy playing Alien Isolation. And like an explosion happens and his computer like crashes at the same time. It looks like he got erased from time. Rushing guy. I love that clip so much. Oh my. He gave so mercy you die in real life. Who screams as an explosion happened and his stream just cuts? Oh my god. Fun fact, Alien Isolation can be played in VR. No. No, please. It's $15 on Steam? Is the Steam sale going on? Oh my god, it's the 20th. I didn't realize it was so late in October already. The Steam sale could be 200% going on. Not Alien Isolation, AVP. Oh, okay. VR Isolation is absolutely insane. Please, no. No. I don't... Also, okay, I get sick in VR. I get sick in VR, right? But mainly... But not when I'm just VR chatting. Which I still want to do, by the way. I want to have a VR chat stream. Not a stream. Just a hangout. Maybe I'll stream it someday if I trust you guys enough. But I would love to just hang out with you guys. I would love to just hop in VR chat and just hang. Next has a lot of good demos. I want to hang out with Pickle too. I would love to hang out with Pickle. I want to play more Mabinogi with Pickle. I want to play Mabinogi with Pickle. I want to do VR chat with Pickle. Pickle is so cool. Oh man. I thought it was... We get to touch the ants in VR? Ew, don't touch me. I'd fight you. Mabby streams are neat. Mabby is cool. I like Mabby. I should just play it more. I should just play Pickle Love. I remember one time accidentally calling her Pissel. Oh man. Just don't touch the antenna. What the? What the? Accidentally. Dude, well, I didn't call her that. I was like saying, it was a stream like this one where we're reacting to stuff and we're just chatting, and I had thought Pissel, and it made me laugh so hard I had to stop what I was talking about to be like, Pissel. That's funny. I kind of wish Mabby would release a more updated client just because that 20-year-old client that barely functions. I imagine that probably ruined the magic of Mabinogi. They are bringing Mabinogi to Unreal Engine. They are remaking Mabby in Unreal. And I'm looking forward to it. I am 200% going to play and stream that. I hope it's not nerfed. I hope it is not nerfed. I hope they bring back the old experience grind. That's what I want. I want it to have the old experience grind. I want to experience Mabinogi the way I played it in high school, man. How they don't simplify it and let it be complex. Yeah, exactly. I liked... Mabinogi's charm comes from it being what it is. Changing things would piss me off. Someone tried to get me into Mabby and I was just like, no. People tell me Mabinogi's the femcel game. I'm just like, what are you trying to say about me, you motherfucker? What are you trying to say about me? Dude. I mean... I like Mabinogi. It's good. There's so much nostalgia for it. I love it. That's who tried to get me to play it. Mabinogi's a cool game. Would I suggest it to anyone? No. But would I play it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen. Everyone in the third grade played RuneScape. All the boys did. The girls had Mabinogi. Well, I played both. God, I remember RuneScape. We should play that again. That's another game I want to play more of. But RuneScape. I remember my attention span was so bad as a kid. I could play those games for hours and not progress a damn thing because I just get so tired of doing something so quickly. But then you have other people egging you on to keep going because it's like, dude, I got level so-and-so attack. They talk about it at school. And I'm just like, I'm nowhere near that. Chat, what do? I need to grind right now. I need to level my attack right now. Timmy from from next door has a higher attack than me. I need to grind. And I just didn't. I got too distracted all the time. I had a character for like years and like my highest level in anything was like 64. Then that alligator is adorable. You're right. So we should keep watching. I'm sorry. I got so derailed. We can keep watching. All right, here we go.
Have that alligator, and we do under our wildlife rehabilitation permit. I don't need any permits at all to have a caiman species or any other non-native crocodilian, which is every species.
So
of
this gator, it's blind.
For the American alligator. But this is our precious little blind caiman, you guys. And let me know what you think we should name her. But I'm thinking Freak Bob. And this little guy can get up to 8 feet long, so we're going to take very, very good care of her. But now we have 4 species of crocodilians here, and these guys could all go outside because it's still nice and warm here this time of year. What's crazy is I could own a 20-foot saltwater crocodile with no permits at all in the state of Texas. But unless I'm a wildlife rehabber or a gator farmer, I cannot have an American alligator. And before I finally release these creatures, I've got some food to give the cappies for you guys. All right, everybody, this is what the capybara setup looks like nowadays. I refilled all their waters last night, so it's still really nice. And this is what the baby cappies' poos look like. They're starting to look just like their parents' poo. But every now and then I give these guys some fruits to supplement their vitamin C. As you can see, these guys are starting to get a little bit bigger. And they're getting more defined.
They're cute.
Features, so pretty soon I'll be able to tell which ones are boys and which ones are girls. Because honestly, I have no idea. And also, look at this watermelon, you guys. It's yellow. I do think that this one might be a boy.
Coconut doggy.
You see that, guy? As long as I sit out here with them when I'm feeding them and scratch them and their parents, they usually trust me pretty quickly, and then they'll let me start to scratch them, just like their parents.
Why is the melon yellow?
Little babies. Also, to those of you that were curious, I'm pretty sure all of these little babies that we have here are Sylvester's children. So this is Kumala, our male. You guys remember he got beat up by his brother, and his brother had full access to these precious little females. Also, look at this one, you guys. This one's super friendly. And some of them I think are just a bit more naturally friendly than the others. Look at this little fella. I never bottle fed this fella, and he still comes right up to me to sniff me. But look how sweet and precious they all are. And if you guys know the difference between the males and the females at this age, please let me know in the comments. Really don't want to have to look at their genitals, but I'm sure not opposed to doing so. But look at how they just come up to me and sniff me now, guys. And I didn't have to bottle feed them or do anything to get this. The only one that doesn't come up to me like this is this little guy. And that's because he was all by himself over by the pond. I don't know how he even survived for 4 days by himself over there, but he did. Now all these guys are growing and gaining weight at a very healthy and good rate. But I'm gonna throw some of this over to Gord, and I really don't know, you guys, if one of these babies is
yellow watermelon is completely natural.
All
really?
These babies are now okay with going over to her side, and I've even seen them all come over here and nurse on her at one point or other. I just gave her that fruit. She doesn't poop in this water for some reason, which is awesome, but she does poop in this water, so I have to refill this. And I have this one out here just for the baby, because the babies can walk through the fence whenever they want. Karen and her daughters are very sweet and
I always
friendly,
get worried
while
they get
Kevin
stuck
and his son
sometimes.
are holding down the nest. You guys can see the grass is very healthy, and this is all good food for them. And I think Kevin's son is the only one sitting on viable eggs. You guys can see that yellow egg there was just laid. I'll show you this real quick. Kevin probably isn't even sitting on it. Yep, nothing. But for some reason, he still goes broody and sits next to his son for hours at a time. But ultimately, these guys do make a lovely little family. And this peacock that someone brought in with a broken leg is just living with them for some reason. Check this out, you guys. Every day, Patrick gets a little bit more dark and beautiful. And he's starting to look like an actual black buck antelope. And because this guy has been through so much in the last year, we might just be getting him a little girlfriend. But if any of you guys know somebody that has one that doesn't stink, please let me know. Now that it's the fall, everything's starting to look a lot more green and beautiful here. It's basically like a second spring here in Texas. Check this out, you guys. All the sticks and things that I bring in here for Bevo, he just makes into a pile over here. These are the last two whistling ducks that we have left, and I think that they're different genders, which is pretty neat. And we rescue them from tons of different clutches. We actually just got another baby yesterday. So these two might hang out here as mates. And I also am totally unable to catch them. I've tried a million times and I can't do it. But because it's also like the second spring here in the fall, Garbanzo Beans is also getting aggressive and cringe like he usually is. We're getting a little bit more rain, so there's more water in the pond. And you're done. Look how healthy and beautiful this pond is now, you guys. Even with a literal beaver just dragging things around and making a little den. Check this out, you guys. The beaver did this. And I don't know why he took the shovel and put it here, but I think he's making a big mound
water bottles in it too?
That I bring him. But I cut through a lot of this nasty stuff over here. I stayed up till 2 a.m. cleaning out the wetlands.
My buddy that was raising chickens and ducks for their eggs. I think they had to replace few though due to Eagle deciding to take a few. Yeah.
Just to pair him with some other beavers until we can get him back to the
predators,
wild.
man.
This is my favorite little creature.
You can't really protect them from everything.
But I do think he needs to be
Actually,
with some other big old beavers.
A fox finds your chicken coop, it's just done for. Unless you have like a guard dog
So I might just go ahead.
who sleeps in the chicken coop.
And
a guard dog that doesn't kill your
Then he
chickens.
could go hang out with some older beavers of his own species. I do love
He looks so happy.
very, very much, and we have taken very good care of him since he was a tiny little baby. When this guy
Livestock
came
guardian
in,
dogs
he was just
are
a
super
little
good.
fella. They could fit in the
But you gotta be
palm of your
careful
hand.
because
He was
like
just crying
coyotes will
and
kill
really
them
low blood
sometimes.
sugar, and now
And
he's
sometimes your
healthy and
livestock
cutting
guard
down
dogs will
trees,
kill
basically.
coyotes.
And
But
he's even starting to construct his own
if you let your livestock guard dog loose,
Pablo. Much more handsome than
they'll
my
chase
dog,
coyotes,
Boo. I
and
know
then
a
the
lot of you guys
coyotes
want
will
the
team up
Pablo
on it and
update.
kill
Where's
it,
Queen?
which is sad.
Oh, look at her. And these two are still
viewers are
very
ridiculously
happy
cute.
out
They
here
just
with
are.
this little trampoline and each other. They get everything they need out here.
The solution
Vine is growing
is that you should have two livestock guardian dogs
and healthy, and they're growing up with a great
and keep them
temperament. I didn't
fenced
even have
in.
to pull them or bottle feed them. Our iguana
Keep everything
Piccolo,
fenced in.
or I also call him Freak Bob sometimes, has this whole enclosure all to himself. Foxes live somewhere here under the shipping container. My dog Boo Boo does not like me at all anymore, you guys. He has a full diet of just live quail now at this point, basically. If you want to see that on the other channel, I'll show you. I even got all these free chickens just for him. Now I'm looking forward to releasing him so we don't have to let any more little creatures pass away like that. And every day I wake up to the sound of these creatures being precious and adorable as always. And I also be feeding these guys a lot of lettuce. But now that it's getting colder, I'm
still make
creating an
vanilla
outdoor
flavor from
enclosure on
Beaver
the meat
Butthole?
crop
I don't
for
think they
these guys,
do.
so they can run around and be wild prairie dogs. I also want to make sure that they're safe from Ariel and other
Yeah,
predators,
the
because Boo Boo
vanilla
would eat
comes
this little
from-
fella in a heartbeat. Oh, that was his little Yahoo!
Like,
Counts his first
I know.
Yahoo.
Well, I know it's like
Oh my
the
goodness,
scent gland
look at
of a
him.
beaver
Can't forget
apparently
to show
is
you this
vanilla
guy.
scented.
This is my son Pepe.
And people say that the
From
flavor
Pokemon,
comes
you
from
guys.
it.
I think he's still digesting
Vanilla is a
his
bean,
last
yeah.
meal.
I also
You
know
go
it's a
ahead and eat
bean.
that there on your nose. Oop, you dropped it. But this little girl needs extra special care, and I basically need a hand feed her until she gets a little bit older and used to her enclosure. All right,
They
everybody,
synthesize
the time has
castorum,
come. I just caught the
which
vultures,
naturally
and now I
comes
have to
from
catch this
beaver
little
scent
barred owl.
glands.
He has been very good at hunting these little quail that are in here. He's definitely ready to be released. I don't
It's
want
like
him
they're
eating all
musk
Boo Boo's
glands.
quail anymore. All right, everybody, here we are, Cameron Park, and there's a vulture right there. This precious barred owl is actually from Cameron Park. This is where he got hit by
He
a
looks
car.
crazy.
All right, everybody, here we are, Vulture City. So basically, every time I've tried to
Do
release
you think a
these
vulture
guys, they
lands
just
on
fly
the
right back to
lines
my
and
house
explodes
they go,
sometimes?
even though they're eating and hanging out with other vultures and being normal. Oh, that's a turkey vulture. Here at Cameron Park, tons of vultures hang out here, especially these beautiful black vultures. And they hang out here because they like to sleep on these wires at night. This is where they go to roost. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them on the ground here real quick. As you guys can see, there's tons of vultures here and they love hanging out on these towers. So this is gonna be the perfect place to release my little baby. Although I'm gonna miss them, I gave them a ton of food before this and they can go 17 days without eating. And obviously they know where the water is. All right, everybody, I see it's finally
Vultures
about time
cool.
we release this precious little fella here as well. Come on, buddy.
I wanted to use vultures. I can't remember.
The woods of Cameron Park.
When I did play World of Warcraft a long time
Every now
ago,
and then I'll come by here and leave a ton of food.
I always was a hunter player. Because like I said, guys, I like micro.
Programmed into them. But at the
I
end of
like
the day,
micro.
They really love me because I'm their mama, and it's normal for these guys.
So
to
having a
be
little
parents
pet
for
to
about a
control
year
around
after they
was
fledge.
fine.
And hopefully these guys don't
I would
find
make
my home
macros
from
to
here.
like
But if they do,
tell
we'll
it to
just
go
keep
places where I
releasing them
click
over and over again until we
and
find
stuff
a
like
good
that.
spot. But they're gonna be
I think
just
I used
fine
a
here, and if
vulture.
they could fly to the apartment complex about 2 miles away from my house.
I think I used a
Holy
vulture. I
moly,
can't
look at
remember.
the size of that soft-shell turtle, you guys. Oh my god.
Huge
Hey,
turtle.
Look at that little guy. Look at that, you guys. That is a massive soft-shell turtle. But they're already climbing up on the towers. Goodbye, children. Now I'm running out of here because I do not want them to follow me home. And I've showed you guys before, I've already seen my vultures flying about a mile high in the sky over our property. These guys are going to be just fine here. And check this out, you guys. Look how many there are on just that tower alone. Based in vulture-pilled scriptures?
That was a good video. It makes me sleepy. Urban Rescue Ranch makes me sleepy. Hold on, let me stand up. Let me stand up and move. Let me stand up and move around. Let me make my fan start. I'm freezing now. I'm freezing now. Excellent. Are you trying to make me sleepy? Are you trying to make me sleepy, flies? Is that your goal? Is that your end game? Hello, Soviet worm. I'm standing up right now, so my model isn't moving around. Hello, Soviet worm. Talking about the video, but okay. Oh. You Brandon is sleepy buggy? And is being lulled into a trance. I'm just... Listen. Listen, just let me get comfy. I have a blanket right now. I'm wrapping it around myself like I'm a burrito. And I want to watch more Urban Rescue Ranch videos with you guys, because we're still behind. I stopped watching them entirely, because I wanted to watch them with you guys. I don't know what I've done for you to just assume the worst of me every time. You know what you did. You know what you did. Hello, Soviet worm. How is Forever Winter? How is the Forever Winter? Have you played it again recently? And where is this spoopy things for October? Listen, we played Mouthwashing and World of Horror, and we're gonna play Signalis on Tuesday, which is kind of scary. I also have... Oh shit, I bought Exit 8 and Crime Scene Cleaner. Am I gonna have time to play those? Twitchy, your Southern is showing? How so? What did I say? I only got time because no thank for work. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry work is keeping you away from streaming and hitting that Forever Winter grind, man. I played it 4 times, I think, on stream. I think I want to play it more, but once you've done everything I've done, you've kind of done everything already. It's just like, now I'm just kind of like, the only thing I'm really itching for Forever Winter is like, if I wanted to level characters and have them maxed out, or trying and seeing if we get the unique events like the Eurasian controlled event and the Eurasian controlled event. Burrito instead of burrito? Did I say that? I don't think I said that. I don't think I said that. I could have sworn I said burrito. True. True. Oh god, don't remind me. How strong is bronze? Dude, did you see the Star Lancer? Oh wow. Star Lancer, a new ship in Star Citizen. Chat. Listen, spaceships. You like spaceships, right? You like Star Citizen spaceships, right? Haha. You want to talk about Star Citizen? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure you guys are dreading it. Okay, I'm gonna take a shower while you talk about this in the next 4 hours. See you in a minute. No, I'm joking. We're watching Urban Rescue Ranch. Oh my god. We're watching Kevin Finally Did It. And that's what we're watching next.
That's incredible. Get back in there. Kevin's first natural-born grandson. The cutest thing I've ever seen. They're eating all my quail. Oh,
Otter.
I see another one.
Otter.
But look at how cute he is. More than enough food for him on a daily basis. Like, why are you tweaking out, bro? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This video to show you guys Kevin's first natural-born grandson.
Good morning.
But this video also includes a lot of stuff that I would normally put on the Waco Wildlife Rescue YouTube channel. And I wanted to put it on here because it's a base. We got the otter, Boo Boo running around with his new friend that we've already sent back to an East Texas rehab, and us catching our vultures
that
to
prairie
soft
dog.
release them. But the rest of the videos on that
Look
timeline
at that
are gonna
dog.
be on the other channel. And after this, I'll get right back to showing you guys the baby Cappies and Biggerton Ouncerton. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. Please enjoy Kevin's first grandson or something. I don't know what I'm gonna title it. Oh, look how cute my little puppy is swimming laps in
Puppy.
here, you guys. Look, you guys, this is
Aww.
my puppy. Oh, he loves to just swim around with his little green ball. Precious little fella. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave him in here because I don't want him going into the living room. But I think this is a perfect place for him to regain his
ad break.
strength.
Let me pause the video. Otters are so cute. Oh my god. In Ark, otters have little fangs. Do otters have little fangs in real life? Like they do in Ark? Or is it like an early otter? And the little fangs make them so much more cuter. It's so cute. I like the otters in Ark. Because in Ark, I always liked living in places that were very inhospitable. Because it is the human condition to be able to adapt and change. And if you can't, then you make tools to help you along the way. So living in the murdered death snow in Ark by wearing fur armor and having an otter wrapped around your neck was my kind of gameplay, because it made me very difficult to raid. It made it so people didn't want to attack me because they would have to also outfit themselves and deal with the consequences of living in the murder snow of Ragnarok map. You have not leveled your resistance like me, so you die now. Like I did. You die now. Unless they have air conditioning, then what can you do? What can you do? I just use Dimetrodons. I don't need air conditioning. I just use Dimetrodons, man. I just use Dimetrodons. I'd breed them to have really high melee attack, because for some reason their insulation scaled with their melee attack in Ark Survival Evolved. It was really weird. But Dimetrodons are cool. If you have a Dimetrodon, you could just fill its inventory full of stones so it doesn't move, and then have it put its wings out, and then you can put eggs next to it and the eggs will hatch. It's like its own incubator. Otters are cute. Yeah, I started talking about Ark because I used an otter to... Like, otters would increase your insulation by having one on your shoulder, and it was really cool. And it's got a zoo in his bathroom. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright, I think that was a minute 30 seconds.
Well, St. Mess, I got a bagel. It's 4 in the morning, and this guy is still swimming back and forth. So he's definitely getting his exercise in. I just need to make sure he's eating enough. He's also doing quite a bit of pooping. I just filled it up, and now it's completely nasty again. And here he comes, okay. He comes out, and then he's soaking wet, and he walks in here for some reason. And I don't mind him having fun in there if it's at the expense of my room. Good morning, everybody. It is 6 a.m. now. So basically, I waited all night last night. This little guy is still up. And I mean, I know these guys are nocturnal, but this guy has done this for the last 3 hours straight. Regardless, the entire floor in here is soaking wet because he can clearly get out whenever he wants. I'm gonna need to lock this guy in here. But man, oh man, did this guy just do that non-stop all night. All right, everybody, this is the last fish I'm gonna give this otter that I didn't catch myself. I am putting 2 chicken hearts inside this little fella to make a chicken-fish hybrid. But also because I know this otter needs the minerals that come in this tilapia. This guy spent a lot of energy last night swimming in the pool all night. And he is just conked out, just passed out, sleeping in the corner over here. But bro basically swam for like 4 hours straight last night. He was actually just sleeping there just now. But he woke up whenever I poked him, and now
look
he's
at him
right
bite.
back to eating. That was actually kind of the cutest thing I've ever seen. First, I was a little concerned about him because he was just not moving at all, and then I poked him, and then he just jolted, and then he started eating the fish. This is full of Pedialyte, and this is just a fresh fish that I put a little bit of chicken
He's
hearts
so
in.
cute. Their faces, Otter's faces, man. It's about their face. It's so rounded.
Because he was literally just swimming.
It's like a water cat dog.
I'm gonna go ahead and put some fresh towels in here that aren't wet. Close the blinds, and I'm just gonna give him his Pedialyte to drink. No pond. As you can see, he's got his little chicken hearts in there. He's gonna enjoy eating this fish.
Look at him going crazy on that thing.
Look at this little fella while he's eating, and then I'm gonna go ahead and leave him be. But man, this sure is a beautiful.
He's so happy.
But okay, you guys, I went ahead and closed the blinds, turned the lights off. Before I leave him, I'm gonna pour a little bit more Pedialyte in his little bowl here. I need him to stay really, really hydrated if he's gonna gain all that weight back. This little guy has been living like a king in here. But just look at this precious little boy. If he keeps eating like this, he should gain all that weight back in no time. But I've had an otter in my bathroom for 3 days. If you guys want to see the video before this, like I said, I put this on the Waco Wildlife Rescue YouTube channel, and that's where I'm going to put the rest of the otter videos. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. These are my 2 dogs. One is named Boo, and the other is named Boo. I don't name the creatures that will be going back to the wild, and Boo Boo sadly is one of them. Although I do love him, and he's precious, and he still loves me, I think. This is my last time feeding them this bougie mix. They're too big to be eating this
Man,
stuff
I'm
now.
hungry.
And we are out of money for the nonprofit.
I don't know why. No, wait. No, wait. Chat.
Awesome.
Chat, don't. I was just thinking about food. I didn't look at the kibble and think, man, I'm hungry.
Transferred to other rehabs. It also includes ones that we have sadly had to put out of their.
Twitchy, is this what you'd be doing if you weren't a VTuber?
Lived for another week and died a horrible death. But these
I don't know if I would do React stuff on it because it's not like there's anything you won't see my reaction to it.
Natural, quiet environment. And look at my precious little baby.
That's a good question, actually. Would I be doing? What would I be doing if I was not a VTuber? Well, like, I wouldn't be doing reaction stuff because you can't see my reaction. You can't see my reaction because I wouldn't webcam. I refuse to webcam. Like, even if I was not a VTuber, I would still refuse to webcam. I would stream, and you would hear my voice. But I don't want to face dox myself. You know what I mean? I like the anonymous nature of VTubing and also just streaming without a webcam. I would stream. I would just probably pull up like a... I would probably play certain games when I want to do just chatting streams. I would play stuff like RuneScape and just talk. Maybe I would have a... Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of hard to imagine myself as not a VTuber. Maybe I would do podcast stuff. Maybe I'll just talk to people. Talking to people is fun. Talking to people is fun. You know what I mean? What would I do? Play games. Talk to chat. That's what I would do. That's it. That's all I would do. That's kind of all I do now. It's not too different. It just doesn't make sense to do React stuff if you're not webcamming or VTubing. Hello, Chili. How are you? Completely misunderstood the question, classic. Alright, let me read it again. Twitchy, is this what you'd be doing if you weren't a VTuber? I wouldn't be doing React stuff. Did I accidentally break you for a second? I'm sorry? What do you mean break? No. I was just thinking. I was lost in thought. I had to think about it. Wait, did I sound hurt or something? I didn't sound hurt. I didn't mean to. Did I really misunderstand? This is the question. I was talking about working on a rescue ranch. Oh. Would I be? It would be fun to volunteer at one. You did actually sound hurt for a second, did I? This is one of the lowlights of all time? What do you mean? She's so fucking introverted. She can't imagine life without being on the internet. I was not sad. Maybe I did make myself sad. I don't know. I was imagining not being a VTuber, and I was like, I would misreact stuff. I was lost in thought. maybe I accidentally bummed myself out. This being running a rescue ranch. Tarnished Frankie. Was it Frankie? Thanks so much for the follow. Thank you. Lost in thoughts, all alone. I think I know how you feel, Twitchy. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gravy. I don't know. Dude, it's the waking up. It's the waking up at 3:50 a.m. and the still streaming thing is going on. It's 5 p.m. now. The sleep is catching up with me. This is we're reaching the point where I fell asleep yesterday. No one made you do that? Citizen Con made me do that. I wanted to watch Citizen Con. So we did, and it was a blast. I love Citizen Con. I had a good time hanging with friends. We had bingo cards. And I got a bingo. I got shaken SMH my head. Real emoji, real. Clip did you get as if she would work on a rescue ranch has existential episode? Are you clipping me? Oh no. Now I gotta like replay it back and know what I did. Like how did I sound? I gotta know how I sounded. Did I actually BRB coffee? Have good coffee, man. Have good coffee. The game is a surprising amount of funding for being half-baked for years. I would have a coffee if it wasn't 4:13. Let's continue the video. Oh, I didn't answer the question. Would I be on a rescue ranch? I would volunteer at one. But that's assuming I'm not streaming. Like, you said, I would be, well, I guess when you say VTubing, I guess you also include streaming. So I guess, like, I would just volunteer at one sometimes. It would be fun too. I love animals. Someone just made a weird noise in my room. I don't know if you heard that. Tishy, would you work on a rescue rant? I don't think could ever be a face camera. I like my personal life. I don't want them to know. What? Ain't no way. It wasn't said like that now. It sounded like the entity awakening soon the dawn will break upon you. What? Heard it? What was that sound? I don't know what that was. Maybe something broke? Maybe something broke? Raccoons in your walls? Mayhaps. Mayhaps. Mayhap it was a raccoon in my wall. Alright, let's continue the video. It was the entity, I tell you. Oh. The creature stirs.
But look at how cute he is. And this is such a lovely enclosure for them because they have all these flowers and tall weeds to run around in. I think they're very happy in here. He just doesn't really know that this is the food bowl yet. But all right, everybody, I'm going to leave these guys in here so they can eat in peace. And walking over here allows both of these guys to be together in the corner. Because that other one doesn't want anything to do with me. That's honestly a good thing because it'll help Boo Boo get wild. And they're clearly already starting to like each other more than Boo Boo likes me. But look at this, you guys. This one's pacing back and forth and Boo Boo's just like, what are you doing? Boo Boo's like, why are you tweaking out, bro? But it's awesome that these two are friends now. But in the meantime, it's probably a good thing that he doesn't like me. Mississippi kite in the cage for today. Being cringe and not eating his rabbit. It's time to finally release this.
Look at him. Listen to him.
For a while now, but he is definitely ready to go. This guy is finally starting to
He's so freaked out.
Take a look at this. And that's why we held on to him for so long, because I wanted him to be fully molted and plumed out before he went back to the wild. Same way that we waited for those great horned owls.
He's so cute.
All this food for Bevo. But all right, everybody, this is what the pond looks like now. And the reason why I moved the cappies out of here was for this. We can actually see Bevo over here and we can see the fish. But look at this precious little guy. And we have these trees fenced in so that he doesn't chew on them. In the mornings, Bevo will wake up and run out of his little house. Also hang out under this tree over here. Plenty of nice shade for him. But we give him this little food, which is just carrots, rodent blocks, sweet potatoes, and apple. He has to come out if he wants to eat it.
To work. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. What I ever do without Blue Arisen, it's over.
This is how we found Garbanzo Beans. He actually looked all brown like that. But obviously, Beaverton Ounce is very happy out here with this whole pond all to himself, basically. And he gets to come out and have
safe,
a fresh, nice meal every day. In addition to the willow saplings over here that he's already been munching on. But he ate all the willow saplings we gave him, and he also ate all of these little willow saplings that are actually growing here. This is more than enough food for him on a daily basis. But we still like to go and pick willow saplings and cattails for him every now and then. There is a concerning lack of shade.
You just became my favorite streamer. What a gal.
I'm sure these little tilapia
I'm glad I can be your favorite.
We do need to get a little shade.
Be based and text and drive? No, do not text and drive.
These warm summer months are scorchers. But I'm starting to see baby tilapia swimming around in here too.
Water.
We'll probably need to aquascape this a little bit more, but these are also all food items here for the beaver. He's starting to get really comfortable out here without us. And also I can hear the peacock yapping. And oh, I think I hear baby Rhea. There's one right there, you guys. This is a monumental day here at the Urban Rescue Branch, you guys. Kevin's son actually on